I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel good.
I don't either.
I don't feel good.
Can I?
Might have to
I don't
go.
feel good.
Might have
Yeah.
to go.
I
You
mean,
know,
if I come back,
good.
if I come back, it's the 13th time.
if you don't feel good, you just got to go. You know.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Huh.
good.
I'll be right back. Hey.
Andy, I
Can I ask you?
changed my
Can I ask
name.
you? Can I ask you? Can I ask you a question, Mark? I'll be right back. Hold on.
Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
Did you check the chat? I sent it to you. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. What, Mom? What do you? Take the dog out yourself.
Oh,
All right. Hey,
God.
what's going on? Yes.
Okay. Getting serious. That's enough.
Andy, I changed my own name in the chat.
That's a large portion of the audience right there. Is what? What are you doing? Okay. Yes, we've been 2 weeks. We've been off 2 weeks now. I guess we took last week off, so
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a little rusty. Got the rust off.
Oh my.
Don't say names. You know. Oh wait a minute. You didn't say that on purpose.
Guys, we know you're there. We're just waiting for the show to start.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Yes. What you
Jesus,
need,
take
Richard?
the wheel.
What you need, Richard?
Take the wheel.
Oh, you said my name. So.
I'm going to roll
I
tonight.
believe in the verdict.
Jelly roll or Swiss roll or what?
I'm gonna roll tonight.
I believe in the verdict.
Leave the birdie. Here we go. I haven't seen that guy or heard that song, so I don't even get started on it. I know I get stuck in
You
my
want to
head.
slap him, but I mean,
Yeah.
dude's got bigger love handles than. I almost messed up.
Hey, he's got to live his 50 minutes of fame, man.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy it while he's got it.
Terrible wrestler.
I can actually talk about Money in the Bank because I watched it, except I missed the women's match. I got pulled away.
You missed the best part.
That's what I heard.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Do it again. Hold on. Ready? Start it again.
Oh, jeez.
You gonna go buy the CD now,
Yeah. Take that act on
CD.
tour.
I've already downloaded it.
huh?
Take that act on tour.
Oh my!
At your age and buy the CD.
People aren't happy in the comments. Wow.
Really?
It makes you want to do Night at the Roxbury every time you hear it.
Yeah.
Did you guys miss us? Did you miss us? Huh?
Next, I'm gonna go hurl in the toilet.
Did you miss us?
I'm talking explosive.
Oh my!
The heck? Who was that?
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Coming to you live.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. That sounded like the one from Elf when the elf passed gas.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
It's a lot better than.
It wasn't an elf.
Right.
It was
The silent ones are the killers.
yeah. That's
Silent
right.
but deadly. Silent but deadly. Yes.
I'm never more horrified when I do that in a Walmart aisle, and then somebody comes around the corner.
And
Right.
you're like,
You're all trying
Get
to
outta
cut the
here.
corner to get out of there so you don't
I
get
just-
blamed.
I just turn around and then I'm like, dude, why'd you let that out here?
No, I look down the other end of the aisle like, why did they do that to me and then leave?
Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about a believing in Joe Henry?
Yeah. Yep. That was it was a troll, not an elf that did that. It was a troll, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a troll. It was a troll. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get this train wreck going.
Good evening. I'm Richard, aka the Warden, and you are watching Spanning the Globe.
Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night, and we have been off for 2 weeks. Actually, we've been off 1 week, so we're 2 weeks later. Welcome to Spanning the Globe. My name is Mark Maggard, the Marvelous One. I am your host. Joining me tonight are the usual suspects. Next to me is Mr. Richard Ward, aka the Warden.
What's going on, everybody?
How you feeling tonight?
Better, a little bit better.
Yeah,
If you don't
Next-
feel good, you can leave early. You know?
I'll be
you
right
don't feel you can leave early. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Next to him is
I'll be
inside
right
joke.
back.
Yeah. Next to him is Andy B. Love those wrestling
Everybody.
belts. Be sure you check them out. Down below me there is Mr. Ben Walker, aka Grandpa.
All right, I'm back.
He is with the Championship Belt Brothers group, so be sure you check them as well. If you're not a member, please join. Keep it drama free,
evening.
sucker free. Leave it better than you found it.
That's right.
And then next to him is Mr. Kevin Davenport. He is
Hey,
a
hold on, guys.
co-admin of Wide World of Belts.
All right,
He
I'll be
also
right back.
does the Double Drop Kick podcast. So,
Oh, yes, I do. I'm back.
so how you doing, guys?
Good.
Doing
How you
good.
doing, buddy?
Doing good, man.
Great,
I don't
great
feel
to be
good.
back.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good.
Well, we should leave early then.
So I want to start off the show by reminding everybody this show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Butt Leathering,
One of the best.
by Ashley Southern Designs, thank you,
One of the best.
and by Unique Championship Belts. And I want to give a shout out to Kevin's podcast, the Double Drop Kick podcast. See what you're doing to me? Be sure to check them out. What night do you have that on? This was it Tuesday. Or
Tuesday
Wednesday?
nights, every other Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights,
Every other
9
Tuesday,
p.m.
right.
Every other Tuesday, 9 p.m. Sometimes we do specials, but we'll announce those when we do them.
Okay. And I forgot to mention for the show, Kevin.
Sometimes we don't feel good though.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about what happened with you're lining up a guest tonight? We can save it for the second hour if you want to talk about it. If you don't,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. Second
Okay,
hour,
okay.
well, if you want. Yeah, sure, I will.
Okay, all
I have no problem.
Okay. All right. I knew you didn't, but I just want to make sure. It's been 24 hours, so let's say hello to our viewers tonight, Mr. Kirk Hall, our usual first commenter.
First
Good evening.
commenter. Hey, Kirk, how you doing,
Oh.
buddy?
What's
Mark
up, Kurt?
Mr. Liberty.
We believe in Liberty.
in Liberty.
We all
Is it
do.
poker having fun?
Trying to bacon early? What?
Win a lot of money and send me some of it, okay?
Hope you
He
feel
has
good,
fun
Mark.
poker.
Hope
He
you feel good,
Great
Mark.
at poker.
Feel better,
Johnny
Mark.
Martillo? Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
G. Hail to Pit.
He'll be back.
What's up,
Scott.
Scott?
Hello, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Chris Raines.
Christopher.
Sure.
Oh, we've hit a soft spot there. Good nerve.
What's that?
Platinum.
Platinum.
What's
up,
Hey.
Platinum? What's going on, man?
Member of the
Member of the
year.
year?
Member of the year.
Member of the
Member
year.
Yes,
Waiting for
sir.
that plaque to get done, so he'll have
That's
his
it.
plaque.
That's it.
You not go buy one on eBay?
What's that?
Nothing.
Ha ha!
No,
Ah!
I did.
Ah!
It
I
came with a
thought we
prayer
was gonna
card.
be good tonight.
It
We
came
are?
with a
I
prayer
am.
card.
That was good. That was good.
Ah!
Okay.
Hey, how
you're
come
number
our
one
names
up,
are
not up?
Chris. You're
How come our names are not up?
Because we're putting the
Because
He's
we're
putting the
big
comments
screen.
up.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, Megan.
Hey.
Megan.
But remember, Richard, nobody knows who you are, so don't worry about it.
Right,
Yeah,
Konnichiwa.
right. Who cares?
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
I thought you looked
Konnichiwa.
familiar. I thought you looked familiar. There's
I
Megan.
mean-
I hope we're on the big screen tonight.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
was
we're
that
on the
now?
big screen.
I hope not. I'll break it. I'll break it. Sorry.
Eat
I'm
your
not gonna buy
bond.
you another one, Richard. I'm not gonna buy
Oh,
you
wow.
another one.
Eat your bond. Show.
Oh wow, Chris.
That's cool.
Number
You gonna give us? Are you gonna give us a total?
I sat on one. Sorry.
I
Still
thought
up there.
somebody stepped on a frog. Okay. Denied it.
Yeah.
Subscribed it. Jason Presley. Thank you very much, Platinum. I just came up with that after or before the show. Kevin helped me. That's actually a graphic that Richard came up with, but Kevin helped me get it up on the screen. So
He helped him get it up.
yeah.
Always do, baby. Doesn't
Hey,
take
man.
much. All I gotta do is
That's
thump.
so nice of you, Kevin.
I know. You just gotta thump it.
family friendly.
Dedication to the show like no
Yeah.
other.
All I had to do was thump him right in the head.
Okay, between AEW and Ring of Honor 15, WWE NXT 15, NWA 9, TNA 7. If WWE adds 2 more, it will be 17 total belts.
Wow.
Thanks for saving the math on
Wow.
that.
So
Interesting.
So you
Going
don't
for
have
50.
enough.
Going for
You
50.
need more.
Oh, Ethan? He's, Kevin- He's
Ethan.
Kevin's co-host.
Kevin's co-host and also co-host of Goat Milk Diaries.
That's right.
Check them
One
out.
of our- this is one of our special guests right here. When,
Mr. Scott
when he
Aarons?
doesn't yell at me to get off his lawn.
Mr. Scott Aarons. Hello.
And these guys do.
Kevin O'Keefe. Hello. Thanks
Hey,
for watching.
Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Oh, there
Nor!
he is. One fast on trigger that.
We're
It's a
not
bit-
worthy. We're
Next
not
time you're
worthy.
5 minutes late, we ain't gonna do the Nor.
What's up, Lane?
We're
Oh,
not.
Lane?
Just kidding.
Show's
How's it going,
official
Lane?
now. Nor
Reginald Paul Hawkins.
right.
Thank you for watching tonight.
Hey, Reginald.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for watching.
What's up, Reginald?
Oh, Chris. Got 2 Chris's watching tonight.
Hello, people.
Oh, Dorte.
Duarte.
Duarte.
Yeah, I was going
What's
to
up?
Dude.
Wait, he didn't say MK.
Yes, he did.
Oh, did he say it already? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did earlier. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just so used to MK at first.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Oh no.
No. Okay.
All right, get on the floor, Randy. Ready?
All right. There's our names. There's our names, Richard. So shut up about it now.
All right. I just want to know. I just wanted to let our viewers know who I am.
I mean,
Ward-
it's- for what I pay,
Nobody
think
knows
you'd
you
be a little more-
anyway.
For what I
In
pay,
case
you
you
think
guys
you'd be a
don't
little
know who
more
I am.
Honestly,
long
I don't
you
know
been
who he
here?
is. Honestly, I don't know.
How long you been here? Did we move you off the fries and you went to the burgers and now you forget stuff?
Well, I
Lord.
started out cleaning the bathrooms,
No.
and then I worked my way up to fries, and then
And did
now
you
I'm
share the
flipping
groups?
burgers.
Andy, did you share the groups?
Yes,
Thank you.
I already posted in CBB also.
Okay, thank you.
I did.
Also,
forget.
I forgot to mention at the top of the show. I apologize. If you're watching us on YouTube, that portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers Kayfabe podcast. They contribute to the StreamYard subscription along with us, which makes it a lot more affordable. And we just renewed, so we appreciate their cooperation in that.
Thank you guys.
Be sure you
Thank you,
check them
guys.
out. Be sure you check them out.
The more
That's
you
right.
know.
right.
You know.
So, as usual, we do a belt of the week, and I've got it this week. I hadn't had it for a couple weeks, so
That's what she said.
see where we're going with this, Andy. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry, it's not the second hour.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so let's bring up the belt of the week. Actually, that's not it. That is the inspiration for the belt of the
Well,
week.
it is kind of. It's part of it.
We see the postmaster came.
The yeah, he did.
There's where he hide the dead body, rolls him up in that.
That's actually my
Right
Winged
there.
Eagle, my Winged Eagle, and WCCW heavyweight plates.
What's in the
What- no.
carpet?
What's in the
carpet?
tube?
What's in the
Huh?
carpet?
What's
in
in
the
the
Dead
carpet?
body rolled up in that tube.
Body
Oh.
rolled up in there.
That's leather straps. I need to get rid of.
Oh, okay. I
Right.
thought it was a carpet rolled up.
Okay, so let's get back to belt of the week. This is a cardboard belt. It's actually not cardboard; it's sheet metal on cardboard that I made in 1986 while I was in college. Well, when I got into the hobby and figured out that makers could do custom belts, I hit up Unique Spirit, Unique
Mark,
Championship
you're starting
belts.
to mess up.
Okay, there's nothing to do about it.
He's good for me. I'm no issues.
Okay, so I had Unique. I showed him a picture of this belt and said, "Hey, can you do this for me?" So he did. So here's what he came up with. Look at that.
Turned out
Do you
pretty
think-
nice. Didn't
The only difference between these two belts, as far as the design, is the logo at the top.
it? Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that logo yet when I made this belt made this belt. So he did a great job. This is based on the WWF 1984 Hogan with a few modifications. It's dual plated, which I love that part. Got your side plates here. I can't see the side plates on the other one, the outer side plates, but trust me, they're the same thing. It's just a star.
That was good.
Yeah. I did the leather on this. It's a laced belt. The side's pretty much the same. Whoops, what happened? Okay. Also, I had him make a logo plate for it, which is the same logo as the top of the main plate. He also made me a painted one. But when I relathered this belt, I just thought that was way too much paint, too much color on the paint or the straps, so I had just the plain one put on there. What do you guys think? Which one would look better?
I like the plain one.
Yeah.
Plain.
Yeah, clean it up better.
I like the
Yeah.
plain one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have him make me another one and just put the painted one on that one, but don't have the room. So anyway, this is your belt of the week, based on a cardboard belt. I call this cardboard to life. You've heard of the foam to life belt. This is cardboard to life. But this belt right here, oops, this belt right here was made in 1986. I still have it. So,
Just like it's nice.
and what's amazing to me is I didn't have dimensions for that belt, and it's pretty much spot on as far as size, height, and width. So I thought it
You
turned
and
out
you
pretty
and
good.
Cromrine were busy in 1986.
We were. Yes, we were. I also have a couple tag team belts I made, and I have not decided yet where I want to have a tag team belt made. I probably won't because this was actually a better design in my opinion. But anyway, there's your belt of the week. So,
Round of applause.
Yeah, Hercules.
thank you very much. If you want a belt like this, when I first showed this belt off, there's a lot of people who were interested in it. Unique Championship belts can make that belt for you. And if you want my leather on it, I could, you have the plate shipped to me. I'll put them on leather for you. So anyway, what else we got going on in the hobby? There was something I was going to say. Oh, I know something else I was going to say. I have had this cup. I'm drinking out of this one. Let me go full screen here. Okay. I'm drinking out of this cup tonight. My usual tea. It's got the logo on it. This is by Ashley's Southern Designs. It's got marked leather here. Then on the other side, you got the logo, which is what I put on the belts when I do re-leathers. I've had this for a few years, and I had her make me another one. Right here. Just like it's the brand new one. Got marked leather on one side. Got your logo on the other side. It comes with a straw, which I don't have a straw in here right now, but it's still in the plastic. In August, we will have celebrated how many years, Richard? 3?
3
Four?
years.
It'll be number
3
3.
years, I think.
Number 3.
So, in honor of 3 years of having this show, I'm going to do a giveaway, kind of like we did our belt a couple of years ago. So, I'm going to be watching out sometime in about a month or so. I'm going to put up a post, have you put I'll have a set of numbers, and I'll have everybody that sees the post claim a number, and then we'll do a randomizer drawing on a following show when it fills up. So I want to get rid of this cup. It's taking up room. So it's a very nice cup. It's insulated, and it's a wrap. This is a wrap. This is her earlier cups. This is not the laser etch. This is a
Good-looking
actual
cup.
wrap. It's a beautiful cup.
Yep.
Cup. So we will have that for you in about a month. So to celebrate our 3rd anniversary of having the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Hope you feel better.
I feel good.
Yeah. Hope you feel better.
I don't feel good. Thank you very much. Hello, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Jason.
What's up, Jason Cortez?
Thank you.
That's
Okay.
good.
Anything else going on? Anybody got a new belt day coming up? I think Kevin mentioned one before the show.
Yeah, tomorrow I got one. Yep.
I will have one in about a month. It's just
I
started.
will have one next week.
Cool.
Awesome.
Next week. I just got the DHL, and it's already moving. So next week I'll share my new belt.
Okay. All right. By the way, I'm gonna be changing backgrounds off and on, so bear with me. I'm just playing with it tonight, but I like this one. Okay. The reason he brings up the 17 belts for the WWE, they are thinking about adding a women's U.S. title and a women's IC title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is that too many belts, or
Long overdue.
Well, way overdue. Way
Long
overdue.
overdue.
Got the talent.
Why-
got the
why-
talent.
Why would you give NXT a secondary women's belt before you give the main roster one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
right? Okay. That's a lot of belts. 17 belts.
Watch AEW.
Well, they have 15. That's what Chris Reigns said. They have 15 belts between them and Ring of Honor, and
but if-
WWE has 15 belts. So
If
Well,
your roster,
well,
can,
AEW
roster is
your
bigger.
storylines can support it, it's good.
Right. Right.
AEW has participation trophies also.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I got one of those too.
now,
Yay.
Chris, did you count the Owen Hart trophy?
Oh yeah,
Belt?
the Owen Hart Trophy belt.
I mean, technically it counts because it's a belt, but it's not something that's defended.
It's just
every week.
ridiculous how AEW is using all the Ring of Honor belts as participation belts. That's essentially what it is. It's ridiculous.
Nice. James got his first promo title.
It's an interesting freeze.
Okay.
Um,
I also want to bring up kind of a somber note. We have had a death in the hobby. We lost Colin Sauve, who was a member of Wide World of Belts and many other groups. Good guy. Say what you feel about him. He was a good guy. He was very he contributed a lot to the hobby. He was very active in the hobby in comments and posts things like that. He's been a guest on our show. A couple of years ago?
Mhm.
A couple years ago.
He just
So-
responded. He was just part of the show 2 weeks ago.
Yes, he was. Yes, and he had a brief bout with cancer that he subsequently lost, and so our prayers go out to Colin and his family.
condolences to the family.
Absolutely.
Condolences to the family.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And let's remember that when we want to attack people, how quick you can be gone.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Life's too short for this crap, man.
It is. It
Too
is.
short.
It is.
Too short.
Too short.
Way too short.
We've taken some losses in this hobby the last few years that hit hard, and you go back and you think about it and think about who we lost, and they were good people, man. we lost
Daniel Boone Hall.
Daniel Boone Hall. We lost John K. Moore.
Mm-hmm.
We lost Ryan Clemson. That's just
Oh, I
three.
forgot Ryan Clemson. That's right.
Right.
Brian,
I mean,
Brian Bodie
Bodie
Green.
Green.
yeah,
And these are sudden deaths. A lot of them are sudden deaths.
sudden, you know.
Yeah.
And it's too short, man, to be beefing about belts, man.
It
And
is.
what do your thing, but don't bring the hobby down with the theatrics and the
BS.
drama, man. We don't
BS.
need it.
Yep.
I agree.
So we're going to take on a new attitude on this show and in my group that we're just going to treat everyone as if it's going to be their last day, because it could be. It could be our last day. So value our members, value fellow hobbyists. You may not get along with everybody, but try to treat them as you want to be treated.
Cherish every day, everybody.
Exactly, because it can be taken away from you in a heartbeat.
Hey, you know how they say it, right? Make
Tomorrow
every
goes
day
a
like
long
it's your
way.
last day. Make
Right.
every day like it's your last day.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
It's
No,
not
it is not.
guaranteed.
Nope.
From experience, I'm telling you,
Oh,
things
that's right.
you get.
Joe
You
Bonsall
get
of the Elk Ridge Boys passed away. I didn't know about Dave Loggins.
I didn't know about Dave Loggins.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
That's not Kenny Loggins, right? Is that
No, that's
he
Dave
related?
Loggins. That's another Loggins. Not
Are
Ken.
they related?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think they.
You
I could
said
be
it
wrong.
right there. Perfect, Hammer. Perfect.
Yep.
I couldn't have said it better.
But don't drag it down, man. Don't drag everybody else down because you're on some old some whole nother stuff, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
We're better. We should be better than that, man.
Oh,
we,
look
we
at that,
should be.
Liberty. Look at Liberty. There you go, right there.
Did I
Oh.
tell you guys too? Speaking of losses in the belt hobby, just a couple months ago, I think it was like a month or two ago, we had a loss in the promo world. It's a young kid. He was delivering Uber Eats, and I think they tried to mug him, and he was shot and killed. He was trying to support his family.
That's awful.
Think about that, guys. We all got families, or most of us got families. We all got families.
We all do.
Whether it's in the belt hobby, whether it's in physical blood, whether it's people that you've met along the way that you consider your brothers and your sisters and your moms and dads, whatever. Think about that, man. Going on here doing unnecessary stuff, we don't need it. You're gonna find yourself on the outside looking in. That's where it's gonna come out to. Eventually, the act gets old.
Also, want to note that Kevin Sullivan is in bad health. He's in the hospital right now. He was in ICU. He may still be. I'd read something yesterday that he was in and out of consciousness. Don't know what the nature of his illness is, but I saw a picture today. His wife posted of him outside in a wheelchair, so that's kind of a good sign. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Kevin Sullivan and his recovery. So, also, somebody, why is this not working? Oh, okay. My phone's not charging. Someone sent me a video today of an interview that someone did with Jerry Lawler. And Jerry Lawler was, he'd had some strokes. He's had a heart attack, almost a killer heart attack. He's had some strokes, and he was being interviewed by someone backstage, and he was in his wrestling garb and everything like that. And when he spoke, it just didn't sound good. It sounded like he's still dealing with the effects of the stroke. It's affecting his speech. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Jerry Lawler as well. We appreciate you, Nor. Anytime, Chris. Anytime. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. So
Cult
anyway,
of Cuddles.
there's Ricky Hernandez. There's Ricky Hernandez.
Hey, Ricky.
What's up, Ricky?
Appreciate you watching. Okay, next on the agenda is we had Money in the Bank this weekend. I actually watched that. They don't call them pay-per-views anymore. They're premium live events, right? PLEs?
PPL, yeah, PPL, PLEs, yep.
PLEs, yeah. I didn't know what that was. I had to Google it. It's the first time I'd heard of that. Shows you how much I pay attention. But I actually watched this thanks to a member who I won't name because I won't get him in trouble. Shared his login information with me so I could log in and watch the pay-per-view. I didn't ask. It was offered. Anyway, it was a good show. I saw all but the women's Money in the Bank match. That's the one I heard was really good too.
I gotta say something about the women's ladder match.
Yeah.
Props out to Chelsea Green. I mean, props out
Yeah.
to Chelsea Green. She took that fall like a champ.
She sure did.
Yeah, I did see that video.
I really thought she was going to win it. I did.
I thought she was in the running to win it, but when she hit that table, I didn't think she was going to get back up.
Yeah. She took a good
I
hit
got to
on
give
it.
her props. She's not only a good-looking girl, she can do it.
She
Yeah.
can
What
do it
about
in
the one that
ring.
was
She's-
dropped on the ladder on her head?
I don't like that stuff. I just think
DDT.
I
They
can't
don't
believe
need-
somebody hasn't been put in the hospital over that yet.
The women do not need to do another ladder match. I'm telling
No.
you.
Well, the
Way
men
too many
shouldn't either.
close. Way too many close.
The Io Sky Tombstone
Yeah.
with what's her name?
I
The
can't
one
think
with
of
the
her name.
the one with the new group.
With Shayna Baszler.
No, yeah, with Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I can't think of her name, but I know you're talking.
Yeah, that
Shayna
was
Baszler.
a rough.
Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville.
Yeah, Sonya Deville.
Is that who you're thinking about it?
Yeah, and the other gal, I cannot think of her name.
There was a lot of
Zoe
them.
Stark. There you go. Thank you.
Like,
Thank
Zoe
you, Rick.
Stark, thank you.
Zoe Stark. Yeah, that man didn't look Clear, man.
I wasn't
Yeah.
going to say that. I wasn't going to say that. I probably should have put that up there.
Why?
Yeah.
No,
But I just don't like ladder matches. I just think somebody's going to get. I can't believe somebody hadn't been hurt bad yet.
I mean, not that they
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
it, but I don't think the women should do it. You know what
Joey
I mean?
Mercury got hurt bad.
Did he?
Yep.
it's an athleticism
He
thing.
ate a ladder to the face and broke all his stuff in his face, man.
Didn't he shatter
Remember
his
that?
face or something like that?
It was against the Hardys years ago.
Mhm.
And the Hardys was doing their little spot where they jump on the ladder and teeter-totter the ladder into somebody's face. Well, if you guys go look at it, Joey Mercury had his face rearranged from it.
Oh yeah, his face
Sure
was
did.
practically shattered.
Yeah,
It was, wasn't it? I mean, it was.
yeah,
Yep.
it was
It
shattered.
was like his
Man.
nose was all smudged in and everything.
Okay. It hurts me just to watch. They land on those things. I know those things have to hurt. I mean, my legs get sore just climbing a ladder.
And they're not
Especially-
aluminum ladders. They're fiberglass ladders. They're the orange Home Depot ladders that are painted silver.
Well, still, I mean,
Yeah,
it's still a hard surface.
yeah. So it's not like it's aluminum that'll bend easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fiberglass
And
has no give to it. Not as much. Not as much.
I mean, did you see who was it when she did that room when she flipped her off the top of the ladder and she hit head first into the ladder?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's just
That's what it's
pathetic.
Yeah, I thought she was concussed there, right there. She had
she probably was.
No,
would
no
know she
need for
was.
that. Have your match, but quit trying to do crazy crap.
They're
ECW
glorified stunt
mess.
shows. They're glorified stunt shows.
Well, they're
That's
all
a lot
going
of
for
that,
that
dude.
highlight, their highlight moment. That's what they're doing.
A
That's
lot
all they
of
do on. That's all they do
calling
on
the
AEW.
spot.
That crap.
Yeah, they just called him the spot on the go.
Yeah.
And I didn't-
And then you don't get pinned over all these maneuvers, but a simple kick to the face and you get a 3-pin.
Yeah.
It's dumb for me.
Garbage. It's garbage.
That's right. John Force had a crash. He's been in the business a long time. I don't remember what happened with his. Did he hit the wall or something?
I think the engine exploded.
Okay.
What it did. Yeah, he's with
He's
us
got a
still.
daughter. He's got a daughter that races.
He had two daughters that were drag racers.
I remember
One's-
Ashley Force. Ashley Force.
Ashley, and then another one was doing it, but I don't know if she still is. But
Yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, I just
So-
don't like this stuff. I know that professional wrestling, by its nature, is dangerous. Let's don't add to the danger by throwing ECW style stuff in there. I'm offending some people there. I know that, but it's just think about these people are going to be wheelchairs when they get older, prematurely.
Tell a
way
story.
prematurely.
Show
What about
skills.
Darby Allin? Darby Allin might be in a wheelchair before he turns 40.
Yeah,
Darby Allin has
Yeah.
no fear. That's his biggest problem. No fear at all.
he's
Right.
young and dumb. Young and dumb. By the time
Can
he
we,
figures it out, it'll be too late.
No, he needs to learn skill instead of that being the only way to entertain, because that's all he can do. He can't tell a story in the ring without doing that stuff. That's the problem. You're not wrestling.
Another thing that came out of Money in the Bank was I don't know if you had this one written down, Mark. The retirement of John Cena. The
I didn't have it
official
written down.
year.
But that was part of it. Yes, John Cena announced his retirement. He's one of
2025.
the-
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest, though. That man's been retired for the last 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah. He will be making appearances through 2025, at least through WrestleMania. Maybe a little bit more past that, but he says once he does his last match, he's not donning those jorts. I guess they call them jorts.
Mhm.
He'll be wearing a suit and tie. He'll be an ambassador. So
Another thing I wanted to mention about John Cena is, like Ben just said, he was retired 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Have you noticed a change in him since he's came back? He's actually putting over guys now.
yeah,
Or
that's
Yeah,
why
he's
he's
doing
doing
exactly what he should do. Yeah. He's putting
Yeah.
people over.
And
gets-
I think
he gets it.
he gets it now. He was
Yeah.
younger. He didn't get it when he was younger, and now he got it. You know what I mean? And it's just, you see a guy like John Cena, where he came from
But you know what?
and
You
how he
never
came
heard-
up.
You never really heard anything bad in the news or anything about John Cena. He was
No.
always a good guy. He kept his nose clean and he always did his job. I mean,
He was like the Derek Jeter of wrestling. You
Yes.
never heard from him any bad stuff.
yeah, never.
You did a Jeter.
We'll get to that, Ricky. We will get to that. That was that was something. Don't know. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Every belt on the shop sometimes disappears for a few months and then come back. So just gotta be patient, wait for it to come back.
Look what happened with the Rated R belt.
Yep. I snatched that one up when it came out, and I got it.
I bought one up and I ended up selling it. You'll never guess who I sold it to.
Don't know.
I don't feel
EW.
good, but what? But who?
EW.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I wonder who screwed over that belt.
He probably
wonder
sold it
whose
8
money
times.
paid for
He
that
probably sold it
belt.
8 times after you.
Absolutely, Scott. But yeah, John Cena has a 20-plus year career in WWE. He's one of the bigger stars they've ever had. Very popular. He's branched out into movies in Hollywood. Done pretty well. And so we wish him well in his retirement. It's going to be like the next year is going to be his retirement tour.
Mhm.
So if you get an opportunity to go out to a Raw event or a SmackDown event, you need to go because he may be there, and it may be the last time you get to see him.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about possibly getting another championship run, but I just do not see him putting him in one of the main belts. I could see him being a tag team champion again, or maybe Intercontinental, but not the World Belt or the Undisputed. No.
This is what I see. I see Randy Orton versus John Cena for the very last WrestleMania,
That'd be a
and
great match.
Orton has the title.
That would be a great match.
That's how I see it. And John Cena would win it, and then he'll hand it back to Orton, and that's it. He'll retire.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's how it's going to happen.
Well, up to now, Triple H has made some pretty good booking decisions, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, nobody saw that coming, did they?
Somebody's real quick. Somebody's phone's on vibrate, so when you're getting messages, you can hear it. It's going.
I heard something, but I didn't know what it was.
Keep hearing the buzz.
It's not
Sorry,
mine.
it's my
It's all right. Just might want to turn off the vibrate. Just regular silence.
Or move it away from your microphone or something.
That's right, Nor.
Yeah. Nor. What else happened in Money in the Bank? Oh, it was mentioned. Yes, we did have the World Heavyweight Championship match with it's drawing a blank. Damian Priest.
Damian Priest and was it Drew McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre was the name I think of, but that's not the person who was actually in the
And
match.
CM
Seth Rollins.
Punk
Seth Rollins.
CM
Seth
Punk got
Rollins.
him again.
Yeah. Now, let me back up. We kind of got ahead of ourselves there. Drew McIntyre won the Money in the Bank match. Did anybody not see that coming?
No,
Oh,
I knew.
Oh, I
that
knew it
was
was coming.
predictable.
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew that. That was gonna
Especially who they put him in the match with. Like,
did play
man,
them,
none
I
of
sure
those
did.
guys are gonna win.
So everybody knew, I knew you guys knew this because you were talking about it, that he's going to come out and cash in. I think he called that, didn't he? Did he say he was going to do that?
How many times is he going to
don't
lose in a
think
row?
he did. I don't think he did.
Okay. But he came out, cashed in, got in the ring, and was laying it heavy on Priest and Rollins, and then out of the blue, CM Punk comes in there and takes him out of it.
Guess what?
Yep.
We all knew.
Now
what.
here's
We all
my
knew.
here's my thing about that match. CM Punk wasn't he at ringside, or he just ran out of nowhere?
He
just
came out of nowhere.
He came out of
Okay,
nowhere.
If I was Drew, I would have been waiting nearby, took out
Mac.
Priest, took out Zeth, and took out Punk. Then I would have cashed it in and went for the pin
Well, but
because
that's
he had to know he was coming for him.
well, those other two guys thought he would.
I guess
But,
they forgot to write that in the piece of paper, the script.
Right?
No, they got big plans for Drew McIntyre. I don't know what. There may not be a title, but it's going to be a big
I think
feud.
I think they're
Yeah, but they
setting
keep-
Drew up to be a major heel.
They're making him look weak with all these losses right in a row.
Yeah.
They're going to set him up to be a major heel, and I think somehow the Judgment Day is going to have something to do with it.
Well, what did you think about him busting on the after show and going after Adam Pearce?
I don't know. That elbow looked real to me. I had to
didn't.
watch it a couple of times.
Well, Adam Pearce said he got him in the mouth, but it looked like he got him just on the side of the face.
That's what I saw too.
I thought he caught him right in the mouth
It looked. It
with
looked.
the
it
point
looked
of the
great.
elbow, because it
Yeah,
wasn't like right here. It was like
Yeah.
right at the end.
Okay.
And when you hit somebody, surprisingly, they grab their face, and that's what he did.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, he was
okay.
okay. He was hiding under the ring.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That has to suck being in that ring for so long, because I know the Undertaker did that several times, but didn't he have snacks and stuff under the ring?
Yeah, they usually
They
have
had
like
a
snacks
monitor.
and tea.
They have a
Yeah.
monitor and everything too.
Right.
How do they go to the bathroom? They got a little bottle or something?
They go before they go.
Okay. All right.
Pee on the ground.
Right.
I agree, Ricky. It is.
Sorry, I spilled a soda.
Somebody
Well,
mentioned where'd it go?
Way
It's
back
Mellow
when I
Yellow.
was in the army, we used to.
Where
Uh, Chris Reigns mentioned, will John Cena embrace a heel run before he retires? He addressed that in that press conference afterwards. He said no.
Yeah, there's no way he won't
No.
do it unless he's forced to, which he
Yeah, unless he's forced to. And that
You
Vince
messing with
would
his
force him to.
merchandise. You messing with his merchandise money.
Yeah.
Uh,
big
Yeah.
time. Big
Yeah,
time.
Vince-
but if you,
Vince would have
you look
forced
at
him
it, if you look at it, he's going out on his terms. Exactly what was said.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be for him. Definitely.
That feud will be interesting. I love the storyline. I love it. It'll be interesting to watch.
But
Do a
CM
best-
Punk,
do a
CM
best of
Punk's gonna end
seven.
up the world heavyweight title. He
Yeah.
will. They're gonna
Do
put that
best
on.
of 7
Is
like
it-
they did the NWA.
Is it me or did Punk not age more than 10 years?
Well, he's got some gray hairs. He does look older.
no,
I mean,
John
but
Cena
he-
looked like an old
his-
man on Sunday.
John Cena looks older than him. Yeah, he looks like an
Punk-
older guy.
His
Punk looks
Pepsi
great.
tattoo has some wrinkles on it.
Punk looks great.
But he's gotten bigger too. Just like Orton, he's gotten bigger.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that big in years.
And we can't talk about that World Heavyweight Championship match without mentioning the botch.
Oh,
That's 100% on the ref not seeing that he was conked a little bit. He was,
He was knocked out.
yeah, he got a little
Priest was
loosey.
out.
Yeah. There's
he
been
kicked
several
out of
theories
his
on
snap.
that.
He
There was a
kicked out
theory
on
that
snap.
the music hit too late, but they're saying they,
would
would stop
never
match
risk
on that.
Yeah, they wouldn't risk the music and having that happening, and because anything can go wrong with music not playing.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to kick.
if you go back and watch the match, you can actually see Damien look over his leg like this to see when Drew was coming,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't lift his arm.
Yeah. Well, he's yeah.
I mean, the camera.
I want to say he's not experienced. He is experienced, but he doesn't have that veteran's experience.
Right.
Yeah, the camera caught him doing it. The
Oh,
camera caught him peeking, but you got to
You
watch
guys
it quick.
You guys talking about Punk look old. Look at Adam Copeland, Edge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah, he looked like yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, that was not a bright spot in that PLE.
No.
But it was a pretty good match.
I
otherwise.
still give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I
Card.
enjoyed the whole show. Yeah.
Me too. 8 out of
I'll tell
10.
you what I didn't like was Sami Zayn retained the Intercontinental title cleanly.
I thought he was gonna lose that one.
I told you guys while I was watching, I said this is gonna be a squash match or squash
But
match. I
they're
thought-
building
thought it would be.
Sammy up a little bit. He never really had been built up ever like this before.
No.
Does anybody ever feel like he does the same match though over and over again? Like he's got to be completely gasping. I can't
He does.
go.
Yeah, he does
It's-
do that.
It's
He
the
does.
same match over and over with him. I feel just my
Mhm.
opinion.
Yeah. It looks like he get the hell beat out of him, and then out of nowhere he snatches victory out of the jaws of defeat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't like that. Braun Breaker should have won that title.
Should have destroyed him if that's what
Yeah.
you made up to what you made
Exactly.
Braun out to be, and the destroying everybody.
This is what Vince did with the Fiend, made him invincible, and then all of a sudden Seth Rollins takes the Universal title away from him.
Yep.
Easily.
Oh my, Richard.
Roman took it from the Fiend.
Sammy Rain.
Richard.
And a lot of people
he
thought
likes
that,
ice cream.
and a lot of people thought that Roman Reigns would show up at the pay-per-view. He was burying his dad.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Well.
Yeah, he was burying his dad that day.
But you got to figure he's going to be on the next pay-per-view. They think they got to start building it soon.
Yeah.
He's going to be on SummerSlam.
Well, all I got to say about it is Roman Reigns will appear when Roman Reigns appears. When he's ready, they'll bring him out.
Match has.
Well, NWA is going to finally have another pay-per-view here soon after 10 months of not having one.
Oh, really?
Is it going to be in some high school gym?
Who knows?
Or
I've
elementary
actually
school?
lost interest with the NWA. They just haven't done anything since
They
COVID.
advertise their pay-per-views and it's like some elementary school gym. It's like,
Mhm.
what? I mean,
Well,
10
that's what they used to do back in the 80s.
I
They
know,
had
but
them in-
Billy Corgan he could do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's
I mean,
he's embraced the past way too much.
yes, especially with those terrible belts.
I didn't
I
know
like
about
the-
that. BJ.
I like the idea of him bringing, the territories back, but he's doing it crappy.
Hey, Tomas,
Yeah.
how's it going?
He's trying to be
Tomato,
too much of a
Tomas.
star
Tomas.
in it all the
Good
time.
evening.
What's up?
Yep.
Yeah, they're saying
That's-
Jimmy's going to come back as a different character. What is that supposed to mean?
Jimmy Uso.
Yeah,
No, they
I
can't. because
heard
he's gonna
I
be
heard
part of what-
something that he's going to come back as a different character.
No, because he's going to be part of the good bloodline when Roman comes back to take on the bad bloodline.
Yeah, but is he going to be the aggressive Jimmy or is he going to be the fun,
He
laughing
needs to
Jimmy?
do something because he's nowhere near what his twin brother is.
No.
I mean, Jay gets all. I mean, main event Jay Uso. Come on.
Speaking of
Main
Bloodline,
event and lame event.
speaking of Bloodline, Monday Night Raw. Let me jump ahead. I'll come back to Money in the Bank in a minute. But was it Tama Tonga? Who was wearing the suit on the outside the ring?
That was
Tongaloa.
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 Oh, okay.
Lower. Yeah.
Did you guys see him hit his head on the announcer's
He went
table?
to do the crotch smack on.
That's my trick, Andy.
The crotch smack.
Completely whiffed.
Yeah.
Though,
I know
Oh,
you're
but
talking
did
about, but that was after he hit his head on the announcer's table. Somebody dived out of the ring on him and knocked him into the table. And
He
it
went and
knocked
did
him
the
cuckoo.
under and out the hit, and he hit Kevin Owens in the head.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that's right. Yeah.
He punched Kevin Owens in the head.
Wrong head.
Well, says you.
Yeah, but he had been hitting his head. He got his head hit on the announcer's table, and I think it knocked him goofy.
Oh, it had to.
And if you look back, you'll see where Cody's checking on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you just
think
saying
he's
that,
high
Brian,
spot for
because
the
you're
dangerous.
going.
Yeah, Brian's going.
Who?
Brian Allen. Yeah, but overall, I mean, I don't normally watch those PLEs, but I got to watch that one. I thought it was pretty good. I watched a little bit of the pre-show. I watched some of the post-show. And
Like Ben said, it was at least an 8.
At least an
They-
8 out of 10. Yep.
They all can't be big ones.
Nope.
Huh.
oh,
But that's why
That
I
was
want to
random.
see the tag team division be built up so that you can lean on some of that being your main event at some of these things. That you don't have to rely all the time on the
Is this
Single.
geography class or something?
No,
Oh.
Gianni just wants to hear somebody say Bangkok.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, there. Yeah, happy.
There you go.
I'll be back.
I don't feel good.
Don't feel
I
bad.
don't either. The overall, I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty good event. It had a few issues, but it was a pretty good event. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Drew McIntyre after the tantrum he threw on the post show. I got a feeling they're going to get him and Adam Pearce going at it. Maybe that'd be cool.
I'd like to see them at the Survivor Series as captains.
Just like a famous Chicago Bull said, Joe Ken Noah said, "Who goes on vacation to Cleveland?"
Yeah.
good question.
I heard a joke one time. I think it was Larry Gatlin was telling this on stage one time during a show. He said that he wrote a song. He said if your doctor says you have 12 months to live in Cleveland, or go move to Cleveland because it'll seem like 10 years before you die.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. All right.
That was quick.
Yeah, I didn't feel you. Hey, I'll be back.
Wow. Thank you, Nor. The more you know. There you go. There you go. I saw something today, and I showed it to the guys in chat earlier today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was what I saw was a screenshot or a picture of Mercedes Moné standing in the ring with a quote saying, "I'm the best there was, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there will be," ripping off Bret Hart's catchphrase. Did anybody else see that?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm sorry. I gotta chime in on that one. Every time that lady comes on the screen, it's definitely a bathroom break for me. I'm sorry. I don't like the sound of her voice. I don't like the way she looks. I don't like the way she wrestles. And I don't like her personality.
She looks down on everybody else.
She has lost her momentum and mantra about her since she left WWE.
Yep. You said it. You nailed it right on the head.
I agree.
Even when she tried to go to New Japan.
Mid card.
Right. She tried to go to New Japan and capture that same aura, that same flair about her. And New Japan and WWE are different.
Very much so.
Yeah, they're different. Just listen to the crowd and the crowd reaction and how their talent are drawn to are just different. Look what they did to Shinsuke Nakamura. Look what WWE did to Shinsuke Nakamura. If you guys want, go and watch Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan.
He was good in New Japan.
Yeah.
Go
watch
him in New
Watch his
Japan.
match versus Brock Lesnar match.
When he was a member of
That
the
was one of
Bullet
my
Club,
best
right,
friends.
Ben?
No, he was member of Chaos.
Chaos.
He was
Okay,
he was the leader of Chaos.
My bad.
And then Okada became the leader of Chaos.
Okay.
But they totally changed what it is about Shinsuke. They took the top star in New Japan for the last 20 years and turned him into a mid-carder. That can't even get on TV now. Oh yeah, the Boomaye is much better.
Okay, guys, I will be back.
Disappointing.
Myself.
It's disappointing, man.
You feel bad?
Nakamura was patted down.
To me, Mercedes Moné, if she would just humble herself and be a humble person,
never happened.
She would be better off. But this whole persona she's doing,
The skills need to improve.
Well, she has this fake idea that she carries weight like she thinks she does because of what she did with WWE. How she walked out and went on her own little voyage, went to New Japan, went to Stardom, went to these other companies, then showed up in AEW, thought she was world changing. She was that much of an impact when she's not.
She's
Didn't move the needle at all.
She looked like Snoop Dogg in drag. Okay?
I'll say the reason why she was the way she was when she got into WWE, and I'll say it, and everybody could agree to disagree with me. If it wasn't for Snoop, her cousin, she would have never got into wrestling.
I totally.
She would have never made it to WWE without his help.
I've thought that all along, Richard.
He opened the door for her. She walked in. She had to do the work.
Yeah. And then she slammed the door on everybody else.
And she slammed the door on her cousin's face, too.
There we go. The camera come back on.
That's how she got there.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah. I just when I look at it and I look at some of the talent, and it's happening again. What happened to Nakamura is happening again with Okada.
We holding belts? Hold on.
They better do something with him.
Who's the other
You
guy?
have you have the second biggest star in New Japan in the last 20, 25 years, with Tanahashi being a close third. And they've taken him. And to me, I feel like they're ruining his talent and what he could bring to that company, especially being he carried New Japan on his back. He carried that company.
Yep.
Mhm.
History lesson for some of you guys. Impact TNA had Tanahashi and Okada and Sonata. All three of those guys. Those are three of the last three IWGP champions. I don't know exactly what's in order, but those three have been the last three champions.
I
There's
hope that's
Evo mixed in
true,
there,
Laura.
and then there's Naito, of course.
Let's not
Naito's not going to leave New Japan because he's seeing what's going on with those guys.
Yeah.
forget how big Finn Balor was over in New Japan, and for years they did nothing with him. Not until he got in Judgment Day did things get better for him, and that was years. He did nothing.
Yeah.
And he was
What's up,
nothing
Michael?
like he was in New Japan. Nothing.
A lot
Yeah,
of them
stop
don't
with
need
the
to wear
wigs.
wigs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look what happened with Jade.
What
Mhm.
Dump the
about
wig.
what about Wesley Snipes, Jimmy Uso's wife? I mean,
Yeah, she really overdoes it with it, and she got pushed back right into her spot.
exactly.
She came back into WWE and got pushed back into her spot.
Yeah, and
Now-
she left with Sasha.
Yeah,
Now-
she did.
Now, could that happen with Sasha Banks?
Yeah, because they're gonna build off of her name.
Yeah.
They've got time invested in Sasha Banks, WWE. They're going to put her back in that spot if she was to go back. She'd be world champion within 90 days. Or world heavyweight champion, women's universe, whatever. Yeah, Tanahashi, but I've heard some bad stuff about that he was the reason why Okada left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not being booked well in AEW, but who is?
They came for the money. They
Yeah,
came for
it's
the
the
money.
money.
They're not being used right.
Yeah, why not
Jay
fill your
White-
pockets?
Jay White hasn't. I don't know if he ever will be used right.
There's another one, Jay White,
Yep.
Switchblade.
top star in New Japan. And
Mhm.
I consider New Japan, this is me, I consider at one time New Japan to be the #1 wrestling company in the world.
And the best they can do with Jay White is to make him a trios champion. Come on,
Right.
come
Right.
on.
Oh. Hello, Michael. I'm gonna start on your belts this weekend. So finally got done with the other one.
Those guys come over here. I always say Nakamura need to go back to Japan.
I agree.
Tony Storm. Good one, Kurt.
I saw a picture. I didn't see the video, but I saw pictures of that. She got bloodied up, didn't she?
Oh man, she got beat to hell
She got
yesterday.
it good. Yeah,
And
got
she
it.
was hitting her with that shoe like she stole something.
I'm
She
hearing
hit her in the
rumors.
mouth a couple times.
She
I'm
looked like
hearing
she.
ru- I'm hearing
it looked
rumors
like-
now. This could lead to her going back to her Tony Storm and not this goofy Hollywood gimmick she has.
Okay.
I hope so.
Looked like a night at the hotel on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. What was that movie? Christine or Carrie? No, Carrie. Carrie.
Carrie, yeah.
That's what it looked like. Carrie.
Yeah, man, she got beat to hell last night, man. I was wondering them shoe shots were like shoot shots
Mm-hmm.
because you can
Well,
hear
the one that she
that
took to
shoe
the
bouncing
forehead,
off of
yeah,
her
it was
head.
him. Yep,
You can hear it.
she was hitting him.
Yeah, Finn Balor was the first Universal Champion, but then he got hurt, and then they had to get the belt,
Right.
right away from him.
What about the belt shots that they both got? Her and the guy
I remember that, Nor.
swinging that belt around.
I think that was 6-7 years ago. I remember that.
So New Japan listens to their fans, huh?
Oh yeah, they're very interactive with their fans.
New Japan fans, they respect the wrestlers over there.
Right. There's a whole different level of respect and how they approach their wrestlers, and that I think that's why a lot of it is they got a lot of factions over there. You got Chaos, you got LIJ, you got Bullet Club, you got you had the United Kingdom. pretty much most wrestlers were in one of those factions.
Mhm.
I mean, Orange Cassidy's in Chaos. I don't know if
Yeah.
Chris Statlander is still considered Chaos, but they,
That's another
That's-
one. I don't
that's
like
how
what
they
they're
set it
doing
up.
with her. What they're doing with her, neither.
Appreciate it, kid. Appreciate it, kid.
Man, that ugly ass belt. Get that shit off the screen. Get it
Oh
off.
shit. Uh-oh.
Get it off. Get it off.
Hello.
Andy says it too.
There we go. There we go.
Hey,
What?
Mark,
Andy
What?
said it
blame
too.
Mark. I had to
What'd
turn around
say?
and grab a
What'd I
belt.
say?
There
That
we
was on
go.
Mark. I had to grab something.
Okay, I'll grab it. I'll grab it. I'll play along. I'll play along.
Can you tell us more about those United national belts? Whatever he does.
Now I'm gonna get a PM talking about PM.
Yeah.
You know you
Um,
Are those TV accurate, by the way? I'm
I-
just asking for a
look.
friend.
you see them on TV, right?
They're 10-inch screen TV. Accurate.
If I hold this one closer, does that look TV accurate?
They fit figures.
Right? Is that a cover bun? Yeah.
There you go.
Cucumber bun.
Oh, that was an underrated one. That's good.
A honey bun.
I'll try to catch up with the. I had to let my dogs. I think I had to let back in here in a minute.
There
Who
we
let the
go.
dogs out?
I did.
Oh, oh.
I answer that question right now.
Yeah, they just went downhill. They just gradually. I think they're due for a recession and a reset.
Oh, we all got one. Okay.
Step away again for a sec, guys. Got to let the dogs back in.
All right. Yeah.
Team, can you
Right
talk
there.
amongst yourselves there?
I got
PM me
the,
if you need one.
the Restone, the Universal.
Dogs. Who let the dogs?
Dogs out. Hoo, hoo.
Here's Mark. Dang you dogs, get your tail in here right now. I'm all spanning the globe. God damn it. I was holding my dang belt up. Get your crap in here. Y'all smell like... God, y'all stink.
That's live sounding Mark right there.
Oh, man.
Or he's probably taking a selfie on the firefighter ladder as we speak. So who's y'all's, as we got all titles, who is in the comments? Who is your most overrated world champion of all time, men's? For me, Ronnie Garvin.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Whoop, whoop. You must have signed Ronnie Garvin.
That would be my pick for the most.
He had like
Over-
one title defense.
Rick Martel.
Ding, ding, ding. I'll take that for number 2.
Richard? He's looking up world champions on the computer.
No, number 3. let's see.
Google. Who's the worst world
Okay. Here you go.
All right,
David
here
Arquette.
You took that one away from me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider him because he's not even a wrestler.
What about Vince Russo?
Vince
That don't
Russo.
count.
Yeah.
That don't count. That
In-
was a
in-
gimmick.
It's in the book.
In the history books, it does.
What?
What is things heavy?
Are we talking about overrated world champions?
Yes.
Overrated world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with Ben or Richard about Rick Martel.
What?
That
David
wasn't
Arquette.
Richard. That was
I
Andy's.
said Rick Martel.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
Let me argue with you on this one.
Go ahead.
Name a worse AWA champion.
Right here, world champion. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got me.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm from an AWA territory. He was horrible.
Yeah.
He can't. He,
See, I only saw it. I only saw it in the magazines. I
Ricky
didn't get to watch
Martin.
it.
he can hardly speak English.
Yep.
His
I like
promos
Kevin's
were just
comment.
dry.
He couldn't do promos at all.
And his matches was horrible. I enjoyed seeing Stan Hansen put him in the Boston Crab for 15 minutes.
Hey,
I
Ashley.
enjoyed it.
Rylan.
Horrible champion.
No,
Horrible
you can't.
champion. He couldn't even win the IC title in the WWE.
Hell, in the middle of a yawn. Jeez.
Johnny wants to see your beltage.
I thought we already showed it. Too ugly to be on camera. What?
And he's got
How you
his.
take it off?
Okay,
I'll
go
put it
ahead.
back on my shoulder.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, there you go.
you're gonna do it again. I know you are. And I'm gonna say I don't feel good.
Yeah, Jan wants
That's
to see
not
that
it.
spot on the wall back behind you.
You don't look like you feel good, Kev.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's Restone too.
Yeah, you don't feel yeah.
Nice.
By Simpson.
Okay.
By
so-
Cheech
yeah.
or
what?
Chong?
What spot on my wall? What?
I gotta pull out my favorite of all time.
Said the belt was
Addison.
Okay,
someone
okay,
I
listen.
by Cheech or Chong.
I'll take back the Rick Martel comment. I'll say this, and I'm going to qualify this. Kerry Von Erich. And this is why. And I love Kerry Von. I'm a big Kerry Von Erich fan, but they put that title on him because David died.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
won
he
the
was
title with the
champion?
backslide. He
Yeah,
did have a few
yeah.
title
No doubt.
defenses, but they took it off
Yeah.
of him. They took it off of him in a month, in less than a month. so.
But you say he was more overrated than Ronnie Garvin as a champion? I mean, come on.
No. I didn't want to pick what you guys already picked. So
I'll let you. We can spoon.
I think he looked great with the belt. I think he was great in the ring, but he had issues. And I heard, there was rumors that took it off him because he missed a title defense. There was a schedule of title defenses he had in Texas, in Florida, and in Japan. He defended that title. They said he missed the first title defense. No, he didn't. He defended it the next night in Fort Worth against Terry Gordy. But they took that title off of him in less than a month because he was undependable. Is what they said. So
Hey.
I
Yeah,
think if
long
he had
time.
won that belt under any other circumstances other than David's death, I think he'd have been fine.
I'm gonna fight you on this. I throw one name out, and I feel
Okay.
like I can beat you.
Okay.
Giant Baba. Giant Baba had 3 reigns for
Mhm.
17 days.
Yep. Tommy Rich.
Yeah, but he's got a long history of. I wouldn't say him.
Tommy Rich was
He was
very
a-
popular.
Yeah,
What's up,
and a worker.
Landon?
Should he
Worker,
been the
worker.
NWA champion? Hell no.
No.
But he was caught into some political shit. That's how he became NWA champion. That was not any fault to his own.
No, it wasn't.
He was one of those ones like Ronnie Garvin was sitting backstage and got pointed out. Said, "We're gonna make you champion."
Hey, Ashley. Yeah, you're late.
Ashley.
I don't
Stop,
want
Ashley.
to. I don't want to take away from Tommy Rich, but Giant Baba
All right. Yeah, I'll give you John Bobby. Yeah.
shouldn't have been the NWA champion. The dude's built like a tree stump with skinny arms and legs. No. Watch his matches. Horrible.
He beat Jack Briscoe for it once. I think he beat Harley Race twice, wasn't it, or the other way
It
around?
was Harley Race. It was Harley
Kerry
Race
missed
twice.
2 shows as a champion, apparently.
Appreciate it, Kurt.
What's that?
Said Brian
Yeah, lecture.
commented. He said Kerry missed 2 shows as a champion, apparently.
I've heard that, but they showed the schedule. He had a full schedule, so I don't know where he missed a match. I heard he missed the first title defense, but he didn't. He won it on a Sunday. He defended it on Monday night against Terry Gordy. He wrestled against Ric Flair on a non-title match the following Friday. That was on the WCCW television. I saw where he wrestled Ric Flair in Muskogee, Oklahoma for the title. He went to Florida, defended against Ron Bass, Billy Haynes, and somebody else.
Billy Jack Haynes?
And Billy Jack
Billy
Haynes,
Jack-
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Billy Jack Haynes was the Florida champion at the time. And then he flew over to Japan and defended against Jimbo Shirota. And then he lost it back to Ric Flair. So I don't know where he missed a title defense.
On a roll up.
But he was undependable because he liked to partake in the fun stuff, the drugs.
Yep.
And I
Yeah, but-
love Kerry Von Erich. He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Was it the
Probably
Booger
right
Sugar?
there. He will.
Yeah. But he did have issues. There was after he lost the title back to Flair, they were supposed to wrestle in Fort Worth about 6 or 7 months later, and Ric Flair showed up in the ring, and I saw this, but I didn't know the story behind it. The true story. The story was that he had a high fever. And they went in a Broadway match, went 60 minutes, but supposedly Kerry came to the ring with his boots untied. He was flirting with girls at ringside, didn't know where he was at. They found him passed out. in the cattle pen. They had these matches at Fort Worth in the Will Rogers complex, sometimes in the auditorium, sometimes in the Coliseum, sometimes in the show barn next to that. And they found him passed out either in his car, depending on which story you believe, or they found him in a hog pen, the show pens there in that building. So
Sounds like he
Jesus.
tried to be a Ric Flair and couldn't handle it.
yeah.
Sound like he did the helicopter and got away with
He
it.
was just
Thank you, Landon.
he was just a placeholder. He was just a placeholder. That's all he was.
Or a clown eye.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I'm glad they gave him the title. I'm glad they picked him over Kevin.
What? What'd I do?
know what you did.
I missed
Know
it.
what you did.
I did too.
And we are in hour number 2, and I'm trying to catch up with the comments here. So, Kevin, would you like to start by talking about what happened with your what?
Hey, comment.
Oh,
Man, you better
How
watch
are
it, man. Ronnie's crazy, man.
before I get to Kevin here, I want to remind everybody that the show is can't catch my breath. Sponsored by Mark Leather Champ Ship Belt Leathering,
The best.
by Ashley Southern Designs. Thank you.
The best.
Yes, absolutely.
Simply the best.
Ashley Southern Design. Hobart,
And
Oklahoma.
my unique championship belts, which made my custom belt I showed you at the beginning of the show.
No, thank you.
She's the best.
He's all right.
And we also would like to acknowledge Kevin's double drop kick podcast, which we're going to talk about in just a moment.
Acknowledge.
And
Acknowledge.
the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast it makes us possible to be on YouTube because they share in the subscription for StreamYard, makes it more affordable for us. We appreciate that.
Acknowledge.
So, yeah. So, Kevin, you have this double drop pick I can't say it. Double
Good
drop.
Lord,
kick
just
podcast.
murder
For
it,
you to
bro.
say.
I will. Which is, by the way, a nod to the Rock and Roll Express, correct?
Yes, it is.
Because you're a big Rock and Roll Express fan.
I
As
am.
I am. Yeah.
It was their finishing maneuver, and it was the name was made to honor them.
Absolutely. So you were
Yes.
going to have a guest on this on your next show, and I'll let
Yeah,
you
on my
take it
next
away
show.
from here.
How much you want me to get in? I mean, appreciate it, fanatic.
As much as you want to.
Well, and this individual is kind of controversial and whatever, and was going to be a guest on my show, and at the last minute backed out. Gave one reason, but then the next day messaged me and gave another reason right at the last minute, like about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Said, I don't like your guest co-host, so I don't want to be there. No hard feelings, but I'm not coming on. And he had gotten an argument with this guy, or a little spat with this person before about, where they make their belts at and where they don't. And he was like, well, then don't talk crap at me on live. Bring me onto your show and I'll talk it. This was Ethan on another show. But it's funny, if he wanted to talk with that person, then I guess he could have come on my show and there would have been Ethan right there to talk about it. But you're not going to tell me who I'm going to put on my show, who I'm not going to have on my show, and you're not going to dictate what I do on my show or what questions I ask on my show or anything about my show. But I don't like when you cancel right on me at the last minute. And you know this, Mark, and you guys know too. I put a lot of work in doing my show. There's a lot of videos. There's a lot of cuts and transition scenes and this to put together and add stuff to put together and all that. All that type of stuff to put together. And you put it all together and you get the stuff for him to come on and all that mess that goes into it. And you spend, 4 or 5 hours a day or two getting it all ready, and then back out at the last minute because you don't like the co-host and want to say, if the co-host won't be there, then I'll come on. I'm not going to do that. And I don't know what your thought is on that, Mark, but that's what happened. And it really irritated me.
Did you talk to him, Mark?
I know.
Did you
No, I
talk
did
to
not.
him?
No, I don't
I
have
had to
enough
put that up. I'm sorry.
I don't have enough spit. I've had a guest. I had a guest booked, and he just no showed. Never heard from him again. So that doesn't qualify as be a similar situation. But I get that. But to have someone sit there and tell you that they don't like your co-host when didn't he ask you to come on your show?
Yeah, this person wanted to come on my show.
But he knew you had this co-host that he doesn't like.
Yeah, I mean, this person has some, this individual has, been removed some groups because copyright claims. He claims on a lot of people's belts because I guess he's designed some belts and people go and get it. So he wanted to clear up a lot of that and talk about a lot of that. So he asked to come on. And I said, okay, we'll do that. But then, the cancel on the last minute on me that day. It's just the wrong thing to do.
I know he's talking about now. Yeah, I was trying to catch my breath. So
Hey, thanks for watching, though.
yeah, like, subscribe.
I mean, especially if you had a problem with this person, you had already told this, and I've seen the messages. You had already told this person, bring me on the show. We can discuss about it, and I'll prove what I do. Well, you had the perfect opportunity. If you already knew that person was my co-host, you could have come on there and discussed it as a grown man.
Mhm.
But I put in work in this stuff, and I appreciate it, Chris. I'm just putting it out there.
What'd you say?
Don't screw with people that are putting together stuff and working hard at it.
He's going to be proof of what he does. Is that what you said?
If I may say, that was kind of a Richard move.
And then him providing his proof.
Oh,
I'm sorry. It's Kevin Rhodes. I'm sorry. It's Kevin Rhodes. Sorry.
Kevin, that was a Richard move.
Yeah, it was a Richard move. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, if
No,
you're going to be a guest on somebody's show,
when you
yeah, if you're going to be a guest on somebody's show, or at least asked to be on somebody's show, be classy about it. That's just goofy.
I mean, Ethan,
At least
just
give
because
them the
y'all get,
opportunity
I
to
mean,
get some.
we all go around the hobby and have disagreements, but when we get to the point where you can't be on the same screen as somebody just because you disagree on an issue, when nothing violent was said between and nothing hateful was back and forth, but if you're going to just isolate yourself like that, it's just
That seemed to be the pattern in the hobby lately. So
yeah, you can have
Yeah.
you can have the keys.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, don't do that to people. I mean,
Kevin stopped talking to himself one time. He wasn't going to do the show because he was going to be on there. So.
yeah,
Brian, will
I
you
did.
bring your clown eye?
And I couldn't stop farting that day. But especially for me with my head issues, I mean, a simple, editing of a video and this, that, and the other that may take 1 or 2 hours, it takes 1 or 2 days for me to get through because of my head issues. And you put in a lot of work on it. It makes you really upset when people do that. It boils my blood.
Yeah.
To do that.
Kevin O'Keefe, you've hit the nail on the head. Unfortunately, there are some grown men who just don't get that.
Unfortunately.
It's really sad that grown men resort to second, third grade tactics over leather and metal.
it's a bunch of romper room stuff going on, man, in
Yeah.
the hobby.
Too much.
I
Too much.
agree. I agree, Platinum. He's my number one.
Yeah, he just hit it. Grandpa just hit it. It's just, why are we being this way? Why are we being so hateful that you can't talk something out and work it out and move on?
Right.
Why can't you just agree to disagree? Why can't you just agree that, I'm just trying to sell a belt and I want this promoted without having to attack your competitor? Why?
Yeah.
And then if other people have a different opinion about the competitors or whose belt's better, you want to hate that person because they have an opinion. I mean, is this where we're at today?
Unfortunately.
What really drives me crazy is, I hate to use the word hate, but it really drives me crazy is when you have
subscribe
two
to this
people
person's
who are,
YouTube page right there too. Great content.
is that you can't promote your product, you have to trash somebody else's. So if you're doing that, stop, because it's not helping you at all. You're making the other guy look good.
And especially
It's
when I
hurting
have
longer, it's hurting in the long run and more than you may think it could be.
and it's not just a simple podcast. I mean, these podcasts and you have a sponsor ready to go for that night that is paid, and that's supposed to be on that show, and they know what the topics are going to be, and then you're going to cut it in half. I've had to, thankfully, the sponsor worked that I just pushed them back to a full show because I didn't want to do a half show with this because that cuts out what they paid for. to be a sponsor of the show. And you just nobody's for me, and I don't know if this person's been on other shows where he was attacked or whatever, but I'm not going to do that to somebody and said, hey, this is it. You're going to know what's coming up, and I've told you what we're going to talk about, this, that, the other. But somebody's going to be professional about it. But if you got a question with a person or myself, and you come on the show, just ask, just talk it out, work it out.
Yeah, I want to address Landon's question real quick. I skipped over it a while ago. I just finished the 10 pounds of silver and shipped it off today. I'm going to start on a custom North American belt. He wants it on a Cordovan strap, and I need to get some Cordovan dye. And I think he also sent me a ROH title to 3 leathers. So,
and that's last thing I want to say about that is support your podcast, guys. Give them a listen, give them a like. You might not have to, click on the show, but every one of those clicks, everyone that subscribes help. We don't just show up to these things. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Speaking for mine, and I know Mark's, there's music that goes into it. There's ads, there's transitions, there's editing, there's getting the lights, getting everything set up. And especially for me, I don't know how this will sound, but I have to take medicine so many hours to be able to even function, and that's the waste of that medicine that I don't have to do. That's very, very expensive. So just don't do that. Don't back out on somebody just because you have a difference or something.
Yeah.
Just get along and cut those people and those groups out of your life that have the constant dropping. Just cut them. That's everybody with stuff that's going on. Everybody, what can I do? Just block and move on. Ignore it. Get out of the group. Move on. That hurts them the most when there's nobody there to listen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I don't know how Mark feels about it. Somebody canceling on your show. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but you guys can trum in on what Mark wanted me to talk about. But that's what I think.
No, we had a guest that we had scheduled to come on, and they never showed up. So, it'll never happen again. Let's put it that way.
And never heard from the guy again. He didn't say I apologize, couldn't make it. Never heard from him again. So.
And I am all open to people that I have a disagreement with, which I don't know. I guess there's one person that I'm all for having somebody on to have an actual discussion and to talk things out.
Yeah.
But you're not going to say, who I have on my show and who I don't, and who my co-hosts are and who aren't. That's the other thing.
That goes for groups too. Quit telling these admins how to run their group.
Or
state your case, state your grievance, and move on.
Or think you're going to block one of the admins and stay.
Oh yeah,
that don't fly in these in our groups. Nope.
No.
Block an admin, you're gone.
As a matter of fact, I just went through our list and found out 2 people blocked me.
Yeah.
Out of CBB. Goodbye.
I appreciate it, Chris, and you're a great supporter. And everybody that's watching these watches my show, and I appreciate the support. Support each other.
Thank you.
Build some positivity. If you got an issue, just work it out. But there's nothing that can't be worked out, and it's okay for somebody to have a disagreement. But the things that I think chat people is like, if I posted this belt, I hate that belt. That's crappy. I've never liked that belt, and somebody's showing it off on as a new belt day. Just say congrats and move on. Now, if somebody's saying, "Hey, which do you like better? This," then you can. But don't crap on people's new belt day. Don't.
Yeah, no. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
There's somebody who I know. He's been on the show. He's in my group. We've had conversations. Who cannot stop himself from when, like, I think I put up on either my Tuesday belt day or the Wednesday belt day. One of those. Somebody showed off one of their belts. It's about this person, has a close attachment to. Mm-hmm. And so he can't help himself. He has to say, hey, in the comments and sometimes in PM, I can tell you where you get a more accurate version of that belt. That's not why they posted the picture. So don't be that guy.
They might not wanted that, or they might not wanted to spend the money to get it that accurate. That's what people understand about the hobby, is some people buy whatever a higher end or a lower end. Some don't want the budget for that one. They may spend it on another belt, but all belts are welcome, and all belts are
all belts matter.
Enjoy the hobby.
I have seen some pretty bad belts in the hobby. I've seen pretty great belts in the hobby. I treat them all the same. I might not like that belt, but I'm going to tell somebody I don't like the belt. That's not my thing.
There's belts that I can't stand, but I'm not going to knock them if somebody has it. They're still beautiful, but it doesn't mean that it's not a belt for me or that I want to own. And you don't have to say that. Be
Yeah.
happy for that person, share in their joy.
Mhm.
Because if you do that, you're going to ruin that person posting it ever again because they don't want the drama. And that's not what we want. You want engagement. You want pictures. I want to get up in the, or watch in the middle of the night or check my feed, or our feed in our groups. And there's 12 to 15 posts that I've got to catch up on to make sure everything's. I love it. I love all the pictures. It doesn't even have to say anything.
Mhm.
Just support what each and everybody does. Whether
why
you buy
love
from
what
me or
you-
you don't.
You love
Why-
what you could afford, regardless.
Yeah, Wide World of Belts does not tolerate that, so don't do that in those groups.
Near does
but-
Love Its Wrestling Belts.
or
Nope,
Championship
neither does
Belt
Love
Brothers.
This. Nope.
No drama. Nope.
And I've been asked this too, and I'll get it clear. And I know CBB too, and love those wrestling belts and Wide World. Post anything wrestling related. It doesn't have to be belts. Show your figure. Show a favorite match.
Yeah,
If
please
you
do.
review a belt, you're more than welcome to post it in there. That's not going in there and saying, "Hey, just watch my channel." You're posting a review, so we don't consider that a promotion. You're doing a review. Now, if you just posted about your channel and that was it, and you're just saying, "Hey, subscribe to me," then that's promoting. But to post a belt review, please post it. Everybody would love to see it.
Damn. Sorry about that, Ethan. Wow.
But figures and everything else.
Yeah, that's not called for at all, man. I just don't understand the mentality. Like you said, Kevin. The good thing about all of us on the screen, like I always said, and I'll say it over and over again, everybody has their own opinion on this show, and we're all entitled to our own opinions. But does that make us not get along? No.
No, and since
We-
Ethan mentioned it, he did absolutely nothing wrong.
We still back each other up.
And this was
regardless.
Ethan. How long ago was this? I mean, this has been a while. This wasn't something that happened last week. I'm just disappointed in that we can't be grown up and we can't talk about your business and talk about wrestling, and you're missing out an opportunity to promote your business. But I guess that's where we're at.
I'm
Like me
gonna
and
upload some-
like me and Ben talked about. Everybody's in the business right now, shooting themselves in the foot about their business.
killing themselves.
Stop sharing
What
everything.
did I always say? Let them keep talking.
Yeah.
Let them keep talking. They'll talk their way into their own little corner. That's fine.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do, that's how you want to handle it.
Mhm.
Go right ahead. But I'm gonna keep on going this direction. All these situations that's been happening the last couple weeks, I've just sat back and observed. I've had conversations with people, but it's been more casual, not as serious as it could be. But why get into that? None of our groups, we don't want nothing to deal with that or deal with that. I understand Kevin got kind of caught in the crossfire in the situation. He was giving his opinions and he was giving his feedback and got basically kicked in the ass for it. Why, it shouldn't come to that, man. It's not that serious, man.
Yeah, and Ethan did and said
Um,
nothing wrong. So Ethan
Hey.
is my friend, and I'll defend him.
Right.
And he's a good person in the hobby, and he's a person that you can chat with about anything and everything.
I agree with you, Hammer, on that one. That's how I feel sometimes.
But don't
I don't even
Chase,
post my Reggie
Chase-
sometimes just because of the way people act about it.
right. But y'all
yeah,
can't
Ethan
let
did,
people chase
and
y'all away from
I'll
the
let-
hobby.
Yeah, Ethan and I
That too.
talked about that. I said, this person that had the issue was like, I'll come on your show, whatever he had talked about with Ethan on whatever another show Ethan was on, and then you had the opportunity before I even knew what was going on. You just could have come on and given Ethan whatever info you wanted to talk about. But anyway,
Brian's comment.
I'll get to a second. I'm going to change gears here in just a second. I also want to say this, and I don't want to name names because I get in trouble for that, so I'm not going to name names anymore. But there is a group out there that are selling some high-end belts. I don't think they ever actually sell these belts because they're selling for $10,000 plus. and what they do is they try to belt shame you. Your belt is made overseas. Well, I have it on good authority that so are theirs. I don't know that for a fact, but I've been told that. But don't let somebody rob you of your joy of owning a belt.
We got to get. I'm gonna make sure Ethan, Brian. I'm gonna make sure we're in another league this year together, so you can get me.
Okay, I'm gonna change gears for just a second. I want to show you guys something I got into. My dad passed away last year. He did a lot of woodwork. He built a lot of furniture in my parents' house. He built my bed, my bedroom set. Built my sister's bedroom set. Built them. He built a lot of furniture. So we've been wanting to get some new kitchen cabinets, and so we went to price them, and the only ones we could really afford were the half-inch thick, either particle board or plywood, just real flimsy cabinets. They're not very good. But anyway, so I found some plywood, 3/4-inch plywood. That's actually pretty cheap. Most of them cost between 80 and 90 bucks a sheet, but I found some at Home Depot for 55 bucks a sheet. It looked actually pretty good. So I bought a couple of sheets of that, bought a sheet of 1/4-inch paneling, and decided to try my hand at building these cabinets myself. And I got a good start on these. I want to show you these cabinets I built. These are just the carcasses. Wait for the picture to pop up there on the screen. There it is. These are the carcasses. I don't have the face frames for them yet. No, thank you. I'm not Norm Abram, but that's in my dad's workshop. I'm using
Looks
his
good.
tools as his workshop. And I'm using pocket holes to put those together. So I bought a pocket hole jig, Craig pocket hole jig, and here is me putting, drilling some of the pocket holes here.
What's up?
So this has become become hopefully a temporary hobby. So that's something I'm doing. That's 2 of our cabinets. So I'm gonna try to build a pantry. Our kitchen is a galley style pantry where cabinets are both galley style kitchen, where you have cabinets on one side, cabinets on the other side. You walk in between. So I'm gonna that's the north side of our kitchen. I'm gonna build a pantry to go next to those, and then on the other side I got a kitchen sink cabinet I got to build, and then 2 or 3 more cabinets next to that on one side, then a smaller cabinet on the other side of the dishwasher next to the sink. So,
Are you going to wait till you get
Anyway.
them all together before you install them, or are you going to do
Yeah,
them all at once?
yeah, the reason we're doing that is because we're wanting to get new flooring, and you have to put the flooring
Mhm.
around the cabinets. The cabinets sit on the slab. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks good, man. Can I see the
Thank you.
video one more time, please?
yeah, a second.
So good looking.
Here.
Wow, he's so good looking. What a stud. You see it?
Brian,
Yeah.
Brian,
My
I
wife-
actually was
my
thinking
wife
about
is-
rolling those. If I can find a good sprayer, I'll try to spray them. But
My
plan was
favorite
to
part
roll.
of that video is
Isn't
when
it-
he flipped his
Yeah.
head.
Mark, but here's, I think for me, if I was doing that, and when I do work with my dad's tools, it brings back memories. It makes me feel good to use his tools. And now you'll look at that stuff that you put in your kitchen. I did it with all my dad's tools, my dad's stuff. I think that's a great memory.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And I said Brian, that's Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin Keith. I was
Hey,
thinking Brian's
it's-
comment. I put Kevin's
It's
comment.
he was there with you, building them. You know what I mean?
Well, what I did, I cut those panels, the sides of the cabinets, outside on the driveway on a sheet of foam, so I could cut, with a skill saw, so I didn't have to manhandle the panel, the 8-foot panel on the table saw. And as I was walking back into his shop, that doorway was kind of moving back and forth a little bit. I thought, what are you doing?
Right?
But yeah, it's
It's
gonna
like,
be
it
cool.
was like
Hopefully,
he
these
was
turn out
watching
nice.
over you.
It
Yeah.
looks good.
He was-
You talking about it
So-
in our chat and our stuff, and we're proud of you. It looks good.
I did make some mistakes. I drilled the pocket holes. I had the drill bit set for 3/4-inch plywood, which was correct, but I forgot to set the jig for 3/4 inch. It was set for 1/2 inch, so I had to re-drill those pocket holes. So I got a lot of patching. to do.
Wow.
They're not
Be all right.
perfectly square, but they're really, really close. So I'll find out.
Nobody can tell that.
When I put the face frames on, I'll find out. I
But
think
your dad was probably going, oh, son, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I hope so. Well, I hope he's proud. But,
Oh, he is. He is.
but I'm gonna put the face frames on this weekend and see if I can build a drawer. And then the doors and drawers are gonna be the tricky part for me. And this was hard. This part was hard. This is supposed to be the easy part, but it was hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't go if you go to Belt Talk. Don't make any boot comments, show belts or boots or anything like that because it interferes with their boots. Yeah, I said that. But Kevin, if you'll message me and recommend a good sprayer that doesn't break the bank, I'd appreciate it because I thought he had one, but I can't find one. But I did think about actually rolling the paint on, but I wanted to spray 'em.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not leaving. Not leaving the lower. This is just something it's a temporary project. So
Nah.
no, but I'm going to use the 1-inch poplar for the frames. I'm going to build what they call shaker style doors, where you put a panel in the middle of it. It's just easier.
I mean, we've got one out here that we got from Hobby Lobby. I think it was Avanti, and it's worked fine for all our stuff. That's been
No,
good on.
I'm painting them, Kevin. I am painting them. Yeah.
It was. I think it was like $80 that sprayer. I think it's AVANTI.
Okay. Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. It is heavy, but I wanted the heavy because I think it'll hold up a lot longer. And I also want to do wood countertops with the epoxy on it, make it look like granite. That seems to be a thing going on. I don't think so.
But it also depends on how much you're going to use that sprayer. If you're just going to use it for one time, that's what I recommend.
Yeah. Okay. I'll forget this by the time I get around to that because I still got a lot of cabinets to build before I can think about putting a finish on it. And I'm going to paint them. But yeah, my dad.
You could probably even find something on Amazon that's least expensive.
Yeah, I see those Wagner Power Roller or Power Painters. I don't know if those are any good or not. I know they advertise those a lot, but I think he has one. I have to look see if I can find it.
Like I said, the one $80 brand new. That one we got from Harbor Freight, and we've used it at least.
Knowing
50,
your
60
dad, he
times.
probably had one in the shop somewhere. You just haven't found it.
I wouldn't go that far, Platinum, but thank you.
Here it is. Here it is. Logan just sent it to me.
Okay. Okay.
Harbor Freight. Look at the it's 5-star rating.
How much is it? Oh, $79.99. Okay.
Yep.
It's electric.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
So
I wonder
we've
if you have
had.
to I wonder if you have to thin the paint at all.
Depends on your process, your wood, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can't afford to do that.
He's probably that's $2,800, $3,000.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually building these cabinets on a really tight budget. I'm having to buy one sheet of plywood as I get the money, so it's going to be a long process.
Want me to send you this or no?
Yeah, send it to me, please.
But I mean, it's got 3,000 reviews and it's 5 stars. So I mean, and we've, like I said, we've had ours for almost 5 years and never had issue.
I'll take all recommendations.
Yeah, we always read the reviews. That's what the best thing to do.
But I'm going to see if he has one because he has top of the line tools everywhere. His table saw, he had a little plaque from the company he bought off that has his name on it on his table saw. It's a really good table saw. But
Nice.
the guide, or what they call it, the sliding guide that goes back and forth, the rip fence, it when I tighten it down, it tends to move over a little bit. So I have to be very, very careful about measuring it out. So who popped out?
We got rearranged.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get you back up where you're supposed to go. There we go. All right.
There you go.
Anyway, I didn't want to get on a big rabbit trail on that, but I just want to show you guys something I'm doing, another hobby I'm engaged in at the moment.
No, that's
I've been
cool.
talking about doing this for quite a while, and I finally decided one day I'm gonna go buy some lumber, so I did. And then last
Well,
week
that's
they
not the
cooled
only.
down.
That's not the only project you got going on. I mean, you got your barn stuff and.
Yeah, but I can't do that
Fence?
till the fall. It's too hot. I gotta go out there and tear the old barn down, and not looking forward to that. So, but anyway, if you have other hobbies, enjoy them. I mean, the belt hobby is just a small part of my life. That's why I don't take it as serious as some people do.
Yep.
I do have a life. I have a family. I have other obligations around the house that I want to get into. This is my escape from reality. So that's how you have to treat it.
Somebody
Hey, it's
will
our
always be-
escape from reality, man.
Absolutely.
Some people are just not happy in life in general.
So let's get back to wrestling for a moment. I saw this today. I didn't read the article, but I think Ben might have read it. But there's a story that came out that Tony Khan is creating a new character. I don't know if it's for himself or for the roster. Has anyone heard this?
Yeah, he's gonna be called the evil boss.
The evil
Instead
boss?
of hugging the guys, he's gonna kick them in the nuts,
Mm.
and he's gonna tell them you're fired.
There you go. There you go.
Tony Khan is the evil boss.
He's gonna have him kiss his ass.
Yeah, right.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, that background is busy. I'm gonna change it back.
Yeah.
You go see Ric Flair get pinned so many times.
Yeah, I've seen it about 75 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll go back to this one. Sounds
Maybe the evil boss will be when he brings Shane into AEW.
Yeah. Chris, I'm only aware of 3 TV titles when I was growing up. Four.
NWA.
Ooh,
NWA TV
Number
title.
one.
You had the
number one.
Number one.
the Georgia TV title, which is the first one that I remember seeing. In fact, it was the first one that came out prior to the NWA TV. Also, the Mid South TV medal, which I have one right here.
Here's a question. If you know Kevin, how many TV titles, NWA TV titles does Kevin have? You
Four.
guys
I
know.
want to
Four.
say 4.
4. I beat you to it. 4. 6.
You want to say 4 or C4?
6.
I'll go with 4.
4?
6.
Did Ben just say 1?
I know you got 1. So.
6.
1,
He's got one from different makers.
3, 4.
I was close.
2 by Top Ropes, 1 by Reggie, and 2 by CS.
My favorite of your Kev's it's got the big lettering, the big lettering done. On the,
Oh, how could I forget the UWF TV title?
Jeez, man.
UWF is the best looking TV.
Wow.
It is. It's the prettiest title.
The
I
best
don't.
looking TV title. UWF.
I can't believe I forgot about that. I guess I forgot because it was so short lived, but it's. I thought it should have been the world title.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it should have
Ow.
been. Should have been.
I love that belt.
That hurt.
Chris, I did. I appreciate everybody that posted on that or comment on that post on the 4th of July. I hope you had a safe one. I hope you all have your fingers. But yeah, I always try to post either an American title if I have one. I don't have one right now, but or U.S. title on 4th of July and sometimes on Veterans Day if it happens. to fall
Definitely
on.
Christopher Boyd. Definitely.
So thank you for everybody participated in that. Saw lots of beautiful U.S. titles.
What do you think is a beautiful title or a title you like that you think's underrated in looks and design?
That's a tough one.
For me, the NWA Mid-Atlantic Championship. I love the design of that belt, the look of it, the plating. I love that belt.
The NWA United States Tag Belt.
Yep.
I
Right there.
I'm gonna
Tell it.
say
There it is.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna say the Stampede belt, the Bret Hart Stampede belt.
Y'all don't like the Mid-Atlantic title?
You know what? It's grown on me. When I was looking at in the wrestling magazines, I didn't care much for it. I thought it was too big. But I've seen a lot of people
great shape
post those.
and the flags.
It's grown on me.
Underrated title, I think. It's really, really pretty.
It's grown on me.
Another underrated one would be the NWA Central States title.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad looking one.
I got that belt.
The Midwest title is not bad either. Hey, we're just confirming that the NWA just had such
They had
beautiful
the
titles
best
back
looking,
in the day.
no
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt.
They
the
had
W-
such a wide range. I mean,
Yeah.
could one person actually collect every NWA title?
Mm-hmm.
I know one.
I'm still trying to think. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know one.
No
Are you
one
going to
like
share?
One person
Would you
that
like to share with the rest of the class?
he likes to buy belts and don't know the history of them. But yeah.
Fine if that.
Oh, we
I'll
can do
leave. I'll leave the audience guessing.
it. Gianni's right. That is a I thought the WCW tag, the three plater is
Wait a minute. The
underrated.
WCW Cruiserweight tag was one of the ugliest belts of all
Yeah, the
time.
tag now. The tag was
Ugh.
They
It was
look like
it
they
was made
put
in
that.
shop class.
They look like they put that belt together backstage
Andy's talking about this one here, I think.
with like 10 minutes.
It's a shop class belt.
Right. It was in tradition with the inmate.
Oh, baby.
Oh yes, that one. Yes.
That is so gorgeous.
Oh, can I recommend something to people if you're gonna
Love that belt.
if you're gonna get this belt, make sure people will forget and they'll order a belt and they will forget the state of Michigan.
Michigan.
Out here.
Yeah, thank you,
Always.
Kevin. I've been saying that for years.
So just make sure your guy has the
So
right art if you're going to
Yeah, they
pay for it, because it's just not going to cost you any more money for them to have the right art for it to
They
have
just
the
leave
state of
Michigan out. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But yeah,
didn't know
I
about
love
that.
this belt too. The history with the Midnight Express.
Gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous belt.
I love that belt, especially with the Jim Cornette painting of the red, white, and blue
Oh.
on the bottom ribbons.
Yep. And that's
Let's
what he
talk-
did. That's what these are.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. Motor City Machine Gun signing with WWE.
Is it
Oh
official
yeah,
now?
that's right. Yeah,
Is it
that's
official
right.
now?
It's been for the last couple months, right, Ben?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's for you. This is for you, Stephen Hammer.
That's the way to
Former
boost
manager of Bobby
the,
Eaton.
Andrea.
the tag
Oh,
division.
Andrea.
Yeah, Andrea.
Stephen Hammer. I'm such hot for him right now. He managed Bobby Eaton. Does
You
anybody
mean
else
he
know that out
managed?
there?
Yeah,
He
he
managed. He managed the guy who
Oh.
ran across traffic in his tighty whities to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh.
That's right.
Steven's
Great,
managed
one
a
of the
lot.
greatest stories.
He's got some great pictures of him with his tag teams and his
Well, he's
wrestlers,
coming
too.
back in August to
Good.
talk about his managing Bobby Eaton, because I just think that's incredibly awesome.
That'd be
That's
great.
cool.
Because Bobby Eaton to me is in my top 5 wrestlers of all time.
I agree.
Ric
He
Flair
could do-
said he was
Bobby
the
Eaton
best
could
he
do
ever
it all,
wrestled.
but not on the mic. But in the ring, he could do it all.
Dude, his
That's why
NWA
he had
TV
Jim
title
Cornette.
run was great.
Yes,
That's why he
it
had Jim
was.
Cornette as his mouthpiece.
God, he was good as a singles wrestler, and
Yeah.
your Ben hit it right on the head.
He was one of
Chris,
the
are you
best
talking
TV time champions.
Is this what you're talking about, Chris?
Yep. Remember seeing that growing up a lot on
The
the
Crayola belt.
I saw this when
Oh, Reading
Ronnie
Rainbow
Garvin
Baby.
and Jake Roberts were feuding over this belt. That was the biggest time
Butterfly
for this
in the
title.
sky.
So
I can get twice as high. I don't know why every time I look at that belt, I think Reading Rainbow. The opening, that curve at the top.
I'll tell you an underrated belt. I think it's underrated. Is the NWA National Heavyweight Championship? It's
Yes.
the same design as the TV title.
Oh,
Tully
man.
Blanchard belt. I call that.
Tully Blanchard, Buddy Landell.
Yep.
I
You know
think
another underrated one? The Oval WWF Intercontinental.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I like that. A lot of people don't. I love the Oval. With the purple strap, beautiful.
this one I'm talking right here.
Looks too much like a women's title.
If anybody has that belt in a CS, I will trade a Big Eagle CS for it.
Nice.
I know people think I'm crazy, but I will. Reese owned Big Eagle too, the one y'all saw in here. I'd like to have another national. Yes, the Mid Atlantic. Yep.
Just
Oh.
order one from them and wait 25 months.
Now I'm gonna look at it. Go back to that comment. Yeah, it does. The top of it does look like a hot air balloon, and yeah, it does. But God, what's his name won that at Starrcade? Who the other Nature Boy? Who am I talking about? That won it.
Buddy Landell.
Buddy
Buddy
Landell.
Landell, when he won it and he was holding it when I was young, I was like, man, that belt, just the nickel plating and the just looks so good.
There's a lot of belt makers that make that center plate with the weirdest fonts on there where it says
Yeah, they
National.
don't. Yeah.
That
What are they
belt
doing?
came
I'm
Sorry,
along.
Platinum.
That belt came along after the Black Saturday. When the Georgia Championship Wrestling got that TV spot back, that belt made its debut.
Hmm.
Because before Black Saturday, it was that red, white, blue one. The what's the one that Kevin Rose sort of about the what style is that?
Levy.
The
Mark-
Levy belt, yeah.
The belt mark
Levy,
just held up.
Levy.
I want the NWA National Heavyweight title, but I want it. If I'm gonna trade something, I want it the same quality.
Mhm.
So, CS or ORM or something equivalent to that. I have a I would trade CS on American leather,
I have that
restoned
for
as well.
trade. I have that for trade.
I don't need another bookmark.
I mean,
Cumberbund.
But
oh, come on. Come on.
Come on.
Kev.
even though it is what it is, it's still kind of
Dev.
cool looking.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be throwing it around the house, wrestling everybody that walked through the door for it.
I do.
Yeah.
Now on
It
that
just
national
Like a
throwing it around.
24/7 title around here.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
beat it up, ring use it. Yes.
Now on that
Right.
national belt, I see the globe sometimes painted blue, sometimes just left silver. Which should it be? Should be blue, shouldn't it?
It's supposed to be blue.
Okay. I see it unpainted. It's like why?
Well, yeah, and I think it's because they probably seen pictures of it with wear later.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah,
Oh, that's right. We lost Shelley Duvall today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
olive
Shelley
oil.
Olive oil.
Olive
Yeah.
oil.
And then
Bob
also
Meyer
really?
died.
the guy who played the little boy on Alf, he died today too.
Yeah.
Yes.
He died
yes.
the other. He died the
The other
day.
day,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Died,
that was
died of
yesterday.
heat stroke in his car, along
With
with
his
service
dog. His dog
His-
died too in the car with him.
Damn.
They
Oh,
think
I thought
he'd
I
been
thought he
sleep
passed out.
deprived.
Are you sure? I thought he passed out in the parking lot with his dog next to him, and the
He
dog
did.
survived.
He went to the bank to make some deposits on residual checks he had received, and they believe he fell asleep in the car because he'd been sleep deprived and just the heat
So
overcame
the
him.
dog died too. I
Yes.
read that wrong then.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
the dog and him both died.
He was only 48, wasn't he?
46.
46.
46, yeah.
It's
Too
sad.
young. Way too young.
Alf was a
Poor
good show.
dog.
I actually had a stuffed Alf.
How
Still a
come
pup.
somebody
huh?
didn't see that?
Ha!
Holy ow ears!
Ah!
What
You
the
okay,
hell?
Richard?
You all right,
You
Richard?
okay?
If anybody
You
has a
okay over there?
WCW flag
Hey.
too, I'm
You don't
looking
look
for a
like you feel good,
WCW
Richard.
flag.
You need
Did
to
you
go get
for-
some rest.
Did you forget
No.
to take that blue pill today? What's
I'm
going on?
sorry. I gotta go. I'll be back.
He doesn't feel good.
Andrea.
I
The
don't.
heck was that all
I gotta
about?
go too. I'm sorry.
Hey Andrea. How you doing, girl? Oh, sorry, Andy. Hello, Andrea. How are you tonight? I'm sorry. I'll be good. If anybody has a WCW flag, I need one. That
I know a guy
What's
who's
it
got
called?
one.
I don't have one. I don't know what you're talking about.
I offered him $50 for it.
That's actually a screensaver. I put it up in the background.
Yeah, I'm a screensaver. You're
I want to poll the audience. What do you guys think of the background on this? I'm just playing with it. I actually like it.
I like this. I like this one.
this that you got right here. Yes,
This is
Okay.
yeah. Because you see
I
Potter
can-
running in the background about 15 times.
I can
This
make you
is
a
your main
couple
one.
other ones too.
Yeah, this one's
You're
good.
welcome.
I like this
Anytime.
one.
I'm
I
gonna
know
come up
Richard
with some other
can, too,
ones.
isn't it?
I'm gonna mess around with it, but I'm gonna keep this as the main one. I may switch it over to like the second hour for 30 minutes and bring it
I like
back.
that.
I'm triggered.
that.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good.
I'll be
feel
back. I'll be
I
back.
gotta go. Okay.
Audience
Bye.
question over there, what this I don't feel good stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just something happens. You
It's
know?
I don't
catchy.
feel good.
The moon doesn't look ring accurate.
yeah.
I think the font's correct.
You
Yeah.
need one where the logo is just on fire and the fire is emitting behind it slowly. That would be a good
Yeah.
screensaver.
I know
background.
people. I know people.
I'm
I'll
working
play
on
with
it.
it.
Can you give me your
He
prayer card, Ben?
does. Ben knows everybody.
Know people.
Hey Ben, what are we talking about?
But I don't feel good.
He don't feel good. He's got to go.
We must be in the second hour.
Ben don't look like he feels good.
I don't feel good.
Come on, guys, out there too. Belt up.
I'm going to try to load up pictures of my belt collection from the post from last week, and I want to do that because I want to show people off my collection without having to do a video because videos I just don't have time to do videos. But I encourage you on Wild World of Belts, Championship Belt Brothers, Love Those Wrestling Belts, and any other groups to post pictures of your collection.
Yeah, please do.
Don't post pictures of your whole collection one picture. Take individual pictures of your belts and put them in the same post, and we can just scroll down and look through them as we see a lot better detail and enjoy it. That's what this hobby is about: sharing your love of your belts, sharing your collections. We encourage that here at Wide World of Belts, as well as Championship Belt Brothers.
The
and Love
sun
Those
don't
Wrestling Belts.
cost 10 grand.
Also,
Take it down.
post up like somebody's asked me, and it will be an episode on Double Dropkick. They've asked me to go through my man cave and just make a video and go through it. I'm gonna do it live on a thing. You guys got a cool man cave with all the stuff like these guys got up here, and I know Ben's setting up his new one. Make a video of it. Show us. Post it in there.
Yeah, if I
Even though it
ever,
has sports stuff, it still has wrestling stuff in it. And
if I ever have the
please,
time to clean my man cave
Thank
and
you,
set it up right, I could do that.
I'll clean it if you give me the flag.
Like they give you $50, take down that background. Make it 500. You got a deal.
I'll tell you something off camera. I don't want to say it on the show.
Okay.
He's looking at me. Looking at
Is your
me.
Mark? Is your daughter still? Tell her to message me. I need to get a mug made with my logo, and I keep forgetting to do it. Or somebody remind me to do it after the show,
I'll send you
Kevin.
her. I'll send you her Facebook page. You can reach
please.
out to
And
her.
then that way I'll
Kevin.
remember.
We're reminding you.
We're reminding you.
And guys, go get one made. Support somebody that's supporting the hobby with these kind of cool things. Just get your name on it.
Or
Get
support your
wrestling or
small
wrestling
business.
logo.
You know,
Yeah,
your
get a
local
logo on
small
it.
businesses or your
Yeah.
small businesses all together.
Oh, sure.
I don't have mine. I don't have mine. Mine's in the living room with some.
What?
other-
What?
This is mine.
What? Product placement. What? I mean, come on.
This was made by Ashley Southern Designs.
Okay. All right. You're good.
Yeah.
You covered.
Yeah, I've seen that, Scott.
Thank you for sharing.
Chris, you left off your disclaimer. I cannot believe it. But that you should be proud of those belts. I mean, that's what you love. So
And
Yeah,
he's
you got
Scott-
the belts you want. That's all that matters. Your
Scott, Kevin,
collection
Talmadge,
is supposed to
Jason.
make you happy.
You guys are great.
That's right.
Andrew, Steven, Christopher, Kurt, all you guys have been commenting. Y'all
Don't
are
Uh,
awesome.
don't
Johnny
try
has-
to.
Johnny, that's crap. You have Facebook. You have Facebook Pay. You may not
Don't-
use it, but you have it.
You got it.
We gotta link it.
So,
I know some guys in India that might want it, Johnny.
speaking of cups, I want to remind everybody I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this cup next month in celebration of our what did I say 3-year
3
years.
years.
Yep, 3 years.
of this show, of our show. So I'm going to be doing a random number
You can
giveaway.
put their names
So-
in it, and it'll generate their names too.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just put a post up saying, I'm going to leave it open for a certain amount of time. I'm going to leave so many slots up. When they all fill up, then we're going to close it, and we'll do a random name generator and get it out. So this is made by Ashley Southern Designs as well. It's one of our earlier cups. This is a wrapped cup. This is not a Laser Edge cup. It is a wrapped cup. So beautiful. It's the same one I'm drinking out of. So just
Dishwasher safe.
dishwasher safe. Yeah.
Just don't get
So-
it mixed up.
I won't. I got two in the box.
Don't forget to post up your pictures. Picture of the month, each month. Picture of the year, at the end of the year.
So you got a straw with it. It's still in the wrapper.
Nice.
And I'll put it in the box and I'll ship it out to you to the winner. So
And I gotta say, the way Ashley does the cups is the
Yeah,
way
that's a
you
big
get
one.
it. I mean, it's amazing. Everybody's commented on my cup.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
let
very
everybody
nice.
drink
She
out
did
of
a
it.
great job. She did a great job.
unlike this one I have, which is a great cup, but the ones that Richard and Ben and Andy have, and I also have that same cup, it holds ice for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And you can actually put it in the refrigerator overnight.
And they're cheaper
That's
than
what I
those-
do. Yeah,
What's
I
that
just put it in
company
the
that-
fridge overnight.
They're cheaper than those other cups that
The Yeti cups.
Yeah, the Yeti cup.
no, what's that company sells them to
Oh, I
Holden?
know what he's talking about. It's with
Stanley.
Stanley. Yeah,
Stanley,
that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much cheaper than Stanley cups, which are by the way made the exact same way.
It does the same thing.
Thank you, Kevin.
Same exact thing.
That's a long one.
Size is not what's
That's a
important.
big one.
That's a big one.
That's a big one right there.
Probably still hear the ice in there.
Look at the size of it.
Here we go. His
What?
whiskers.
We talking about the cup. Okay.
Yeah, don't
Big
trade
cup.
and don't even bother asking.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's right.
sexy boy.
Q-Plat.
Sexy boy. Sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Thank you,
He's
G.
just a sexy boy. Sexy grandpa. He knows your lawn too. Sexy boy.
That's longer than a Venti.
Oh, grandpa.
Oh, excuse you.
That's the blood vessel.
Andy, did you check the chat?
No, don't.
Yeah, I saw that video with Scott with the flashing light. I was thinking, I hope there's somebody's epileptic and watching that.
It sounds like a song. She's got Walmart eyes.
Walmart.
Is that Amethyst in the picture, Richard?
I don't know. She looks possessed.
No wonder it was cloudy.
I didn't know you taught history, Chris. That's cool. Awesome.
Awesome.
He's got
You
the
teach
books to
the
back
Earth
it
is
up.
flat.
Is it actually American history, world history, wrestling history? Because I know you got the books. So
No, he teaches
does.
that the Earth is flat.
He's got some big books.
yeah,
Some big ones.
Diggins. Yeah,
That's a big one.
that's right.
Twins too.
The size of those books was amazing.
No, the Earth is not flat. If it was, cats
What?
would push everything off the edge.
This is true.
Gosh.
Yes,
Chill.
Yeah.
Flat Earthers
you got
bore
that
me.
right. You got that right, Kev.
Have you been in space? Can you confirm that?
No, I've seen videos.
I was an
You can
astronaut
go outside
Family
and-
history.
and
in the video
confirm it.
game, and I can confirm that.
If the Earth is flat, how many more suns are going to pass over for that?
Oh, family
Yeah.
history. He says.
Gotcha. I got you.
Zoom in slowly.
Johnny's an expert on brass belts when he's feeling well.
Yeah.
2
when he's-
millimeter breath. Friends.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Is everybody feeling okay?
I'm back.
I
I'll
don't
be right
feel
back.
good.
I don't feel
I'm,
good.
I'm not. You know.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Where's my video at? Where my, oh,
All
here it is.
I'll be right back.
Okay, we got
All right.
4 minutes left in the show. What have we not talked about tonight? Anything else we've left out?
That you're leaving the show and we've got a new host coming and Johnny.
Oh, I
Did you
forgot
wanna
about that.
come on
I
now?
forgot about that. Yeah, he's going to be on the 10:30 show.
The 10:30. He'll be on for the 10:30.
Way to go, Johnny. Told you you'd make it one day. You're the champ.
Once again, we want to express our condolences to the family of Colin Sove, who passed away this last week after a brief battle with cancer. He was heavily involved in the hobby. He's been on this show a few times, I think a few times, and he's a member of Wide World of Belts as well as many other groups. So, if you're a praying person, please pray for his family as they grieve the loss of their loved one. Also, send out some prayers for Kevin Sullivan and his health. I don't know what his issues are, but I know he's had trouble breathing. He's out of consciousness. So I don't know if that's a lung issue, heart issue, or what. And also say a prayer for Jerry Lawler. He's apparently recovering from the effects of a stroke.
Yeah.
A series of strokes. So
You know you can have mini strokes and not even know you have them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened to my father.
My father had 10 mini strokes over the span of 10 years.
Scott, it's funny that you mentioned that. As I was cleaning this belt prior to the show, I considered having a spanning the globe belt made in this design with a few modifications. So I haven't decided yet. I'm toying around with the idea, but instead of having world heavyweight champion, I'll have spanning the globe, and then down here I'll have wide world of belts. And I don't know what yet I'm gonna do with the side plates. I may do like a Facebook logo, a YouTube logo. I don't know yet. It's just something I was thinking about.
Sounds like crap.
And I don't know what I put up here for the logo at the top for spanning the globe. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna give it some thought.
I want to see on the side plates. I don't feel good.
I'll be back. Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
the
okay.
good idea.
Find a grave is very interesting. Some of those graves you can actually get the satellite coordinates for.
I have them for
found
my
a couple of,
grandfather. I have them for my grandfather.
Oh, I'm
Well, my grandfather's in the National Cemetery, so
That's a good idea, except with this particular logo that you see there is across the screen right there, there's a lot of paint goes on there. I'm not sure they could duplicate that. It'd be awful intricate. Give some thought. Oh, that's right. Tony Khan donated 10 grand. I think Chris Jericho, I think, contributed money, didn't he? Chris
Just
Jericho
10
did.
grand.
Tony Khan gave 10 grand, so that's a week
Just
blow.
10 grand.
Yeah. Well, he had to spend the rest on blow.
Oh yeah, dipped into that weekly booger sugar money, huh?
Yeah. That's an idea.
Richard, you're so cheerful looking.
No, because it's gonna cost to get my likeness on a belt.
Oh, I just reread this. Yes, that's the same Colin that took a lot of heat for a shower comment that I won't go into. Yeah, he had he came down with cancer, or was diagnosed with cancer, or was announced he had cancer just very short time ago, and so just sad. So with that, I'm going to close out the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and we will be back next week for another good show. And I may try to bring up some pictures of my collection. And so we hope you tune in, and we will see you next week. Anybody got any parting shots?
Be well, stay safe, and as always, stay blessed.
Have a
Double
great
drop
weekend.
kick.
Leave it better than you found it. That's right. Keep it drama free, sucker free. Isn't that right, Ben? Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.